check. Hey, everybody. How everybody doing out there? If y'all can hear me, make some noise one time. That's all right. One more time. That wasn't loud enough. I got these curtains between us. If y'all can hear me, make some noise. Okay. Y'all ready to get this show started? Y'all get something to eat? Y'all got y'all drinks? Damn, y'all sound like y'all ready. All right, well, let's get it. Without further ado, I'm going to bring to the stage our host for the night, your boy and mine, Mr. J. Rich. Get them hands up and show this man some love.
Hey! How y'all doing out there? Y'all feeling good? If you're feeling good, say yeah. Say hell yeah. Okay, go cut it, DJ. Go cut it. Y'all looking beautiful out there. I'd like to know who I'm in front of before we start the show. If you was born in the 80s, make some noise. Okay, hey, little babies in the building, huh? Hey, yeah, woo-woo. 70s, where you at? Okay, I see y'all, 70s, baby. See, the women that's born in the 70s, y'all ain't old, but y'all ain't youngsters neither, You know, y'all right in between, which means you could get ratchet and ladylike at the same time. You know, you be like, bitch, I'm about to, you know what, I'm too grown for this. I ain't even about to, 60s, where you at? Uh-oh, they came out. Let's go deeper, 50s. Yeah, 50. I seen you when you came, too. He's like, nigga, I heard it was a show at this motherfucker. You can't tell a cat born in the 50s nothing. He remember everything. You be driving down the street, he be like, hey, man, you see that gas station? That used to be a club back in the day. Yeah, back in 56, nigga. That's how it is. All the ladies in the house that know for a fact that they sexy, make some noise. Good. There we go, good. That confidence in the building. Now, all the ladies in the house that know for a fact that they ugly, stay quiet. Oh, I got big and loud on that. Some of y'all ain't know what to do. Y'all, all loud. I mean, I could keep it, though. You feel me? I'm trying to make, Well, anyway, man, we're going to have a wonderful show tonight, man. I'm going to be your host, Jay Rich. That's what I'm supposed to clap. We filming this. Clap. Okay. I'm your host, Jay Rich. So I'm going to be in and out tonight, but we got a fabulous show. I want everybody to give a big round of applause for the Black Repertory Theater for letting us get down here. And give another big round of applause for Blood, Sweat, Ink, and Tears for putting this thing together. And we're going to make this thing work, and we're going to have a real good time, all right? So when I bring up every act for the night, I need a whole lot of energy from everybody because the energy that you give, it reflects off them, and they're going to bring that energy right back to you. So we're going to do a quick practice before we do it. When I bring the act up, what y'all going to do? Wait, let's do a practice. Next to the stage, A and B. Excuse me, I need you to participate, okay? She's just, We're going to try it again. You ready, brother? All right, good. You ready over here? That's your lady right there? That's what's up. All the fellas that's in here with your lady and you're proud of it, make some noise. Y'all some half-happy ass niggas, I tell you that much, nigga. Yeah, she probably into some poetry shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to New Caribbean City, but no, we got to go get enlightened and shit, yeah. Matter of fact, all the fellas that made some noises with your lady right now, if you ever cheated on your lady, blink your eye. You niggas turned into dolphins on me. I swear to God, baby, I ain't never in my life. I swear to God, I ain't never in my life. So look, all right, when I bring up the act, what y'all gonna do? Big round of applause for A and B. That's what I'm talking about. You got some music ready for my brother, man? Well, the first cat coming to the stage, man, I remember this dude when he was a teen and he first started riding over at the East Side Arts and Lines. He's an adult now. He's working with the youth. He's riding, he's spitting truth, and he's trying to be very active out here in the community. I want everybody to give a big round of applause for our first act of the night, Joshua Merchant, everybody. Give a big round of applause, everybody.
Hey, what's good? How y'all feeling? Cool. I'm feeling all right. Thank you for asking. I'm Josh. I'm from East Oakland. Not that good at banter right now, so I'm gonna just jump straight into doing poems, if that's cool with y'all. Put this right here. I don't think I need it. Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. Cool. Perfect. First poem. On passing my past self in the street. Your clothes baggy. You don't smile much, let alone look up from the ground. And I recognize this black boy crazy, black boy hungry, angry, scared, black boy hating yourself. Stop hating yourself. Stop hating yourself. Black boy, why are you so pretty? Your face is a magic trick pulling the silk out of every nigga's masculinity. It's no wonder they want to destroy you. Stay up. Be safe. Look both ways. You were only a block away from home when something patriotic started flickering behind you. The quickening ground is a game of open chest. You've grown tired of playing duck. Black boy duck. Black boy hungry. Black boy's fingers spelunking in the cold, empty cave of the kitchen. The barren carton of eggs, the bottom of the top ramen bag. Black boy, your stomach rumbles a Category 5 hurricane. Every liquor store reminds you of FEMA. What's love, black boy? Why don't you ask the popular blue-eyed nigga in 5th period? His cornrows as gold as his top layer of teeth. He say he about that life. I don't think he knows which one. Why don't you ask him, black boy? Couldn't feel the heat he carried in his shine until you became a crumbling moth at his feet. Damn. Stop staring so hard at his outfit. It's worth more than your entire reflection, black boy. There's too much electric guitar pouring from your headphones. Being eclectic makes you a salty hand, nudging a chained pit bull, snarling jaw. Don't get devoured, black boy. Don't let your name become hieroglyphics on stone too early. Scary ass nigga, don't flinch. You might actually have to defend yourself, nigga. The only thing you should switch in public is your speech, nigga. Why the words that start with the letter F make you jump, huh? Why you grab that girl's ass in class when niggas started looking at you funny? Stop hating yourself. Stop hating yourself. Black boy. I bumped into you. The way ghosts shake hands with the living. Your shoulders an eroding mountaintop. You looked up at me, eyes shaking like grandpa after Reaganomics. And I wanted to hold you in the middle of the street. The day I realized I lived in the heart of every apocalypse. I took my father's hands, my brother's clothes, my city's stomach, all the most damaged parts of me, and burned them like sage. I went searching for the second coming until it spilled from my eyes and smeared across flattened trees. I promise there was a whole forest waiting for you to whisper stories into its mouth. I promise. Everyone will hear the sound of those trees fall whenever you dance, whenever you leave the house in a bow tie or a hoodie or jeans that hug you, whenever you speak, black boy, speak. Because I promise, you are not as crazy as any fucking thing swarming around you in this world. Thank you. So, I still write sometimes. I haven't been doing that much writing lately because job and rent and other things. But it's still important to me that I do that. Bree specifically asked me not to read too much, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna read like 2, and I'm gonna continue doing, what I just did and shit. Okay. Young Josh and the Mabrey scalpel. What? I was a 5-year-old with the small frame of a thermometer who learned from gap-toothed boys with dimpled cheeks and the naked man in Pop's magazine blurring out the woman he held that my blood don't know how to be nothing but mercury. I was about 5 when I learned my blood will be spilled for its natural ability to rise. The options of living were suddenly just as slim as me. So at night, cocooned by a cotton-stuffed village of Disney characters, I'd count the wooden planks from the bunk above me until my eyes were crescents away from total eclipse. I'd fall and arise as her, usually with bangs and a ponytail, sometimes with long curls, sometimes a face unfamiliar, sometimes mine but sanded down to the perfection of my cousin's dolls, sometimes a face completely blurred, kissing him on the cheek, reaching down his pants, playing with him on the monkey bars at school, video games with my little brother. She was loved by everyone. She was the only way I could be loved. Every morning, I'd unravel from my Lion King blanket a stillborn butterfly. 2. I am 8, and jealous of Alicia's red balloon. It is Valentine's Day, and the balloon and I have so much in common. We've learned existing is to suck it all in and hold without popping. I watched the cutest boy in class squeeze it with his bare hands until it unraveled itself into small bits of rubber. I am 8 and aware that even balloons will live fuller lives than me. Later, during a recess game of hide and seek, 3 of us will hide behind the stairs next to the cafeteria. I will almost taste the salt behind the cute one's neck, and without hesitation, inhale the sweat and conditioner from his curls. He will punch the boy behind me in the mouth, shouting, nigga, you ain't no girl. And I will say nothing. 3. When an 8-year-old grabs his mother's lipstick after school, you can call him doctor and patient. The bathroom mirror, the only operating table in the house, his mouth an unfilled prayer, his mouth soon to be carpeted by curling black, the reason it will never be watered by another boy's name, because that's not what boys do. So today, he will try her on, and something will happen. He will look into the mirror disappointed in what he doesn't see. When he is caught by his mother, he'll tell her, "It's cool, Mom. I was playing surgeon. It didn't work anyway. I promise it won't happen again." All right, I'll do this moment. I didn't really plan on it, but I'll do it because I'm feeling it now, so I hope y'all are feeling it with me. This poem is called Bitch Made, in 5 parts. I know, I love seeing people's reaction when I say this. Bitch made. Okay. 1. When Pop says bitch, he means everything that's ever tried to destroy him. He means everything he's learned to crumble. He means, how could you make me do this to you? Bitch is a thirsty thief, guzzling paychecks for his children, carries a big shiny bag when shouting child support on his doorstep, the purse, a reminder of what he couldn't afford or refused to buy. Let him tell it, bitch always switching the story. For example, once Pops had a son, then he had something else, primping hair and batting eyelashes in the living room. The thing left the house, a blue shiny bag hanging from the shoulder as if it were a purse, a reminder of what he couldn't raise properly. Bitch left his son in the beauty supply aisle of Walgreens, searching for tools that could only be a weapon in his boy's hand. 2, when I say made, I mean I'm here. Let's praise this instead. Let this body be honored for what it is. Present, mine, hunted and bleeding arrows from its back. I mean, let's be honest, it was either heal or die. Do you not respect a fighter? Did you think your boy she came without knuckles? The day you made my flesh sticky with leather, I absorbed the properties of your belt. I be thick-skinned, holding myself together, will face as a weapon, eyelashes, hoping the next one to stare, wishes they hadn't. 3, I'll never forget the way your eyes sunk, watching me fight. Your boy figured if he windmilled his arms hard enough, he'd will himself from the crowd. But his she was aiming to draw blood. She was always left behind in battle. When I say made, I mean, what has this Adam's apple and 3X hoodie been but habitual apologies for promises I can never keep? 4, I'm 11, crying. Pops asks what's wrong. I speak of what he called me. He laughs, says, that's not what I said you was. That's what you was acting like. 5, Darius reaches for the sky right before he shouts, you one of the realest bitches I know. This is how he lassos a cloud, compresses it with his fingers until its nectar drowns my tongue in a rush of yes. This is how I know I made it. There's touching the sky, and then there's tasting its fruit. Thank you. This will be my last song. How am I doing on time? Good. Okay. Good? Okay. This is a little lengthy, so. It's called Song for Gutter Fairy. 1. Fairies. Glitter bombs who learn to swim while keeping themselves congealed. That which flutters naturally against their parents' will, those who love elementally. Example, I once tipped my jaw and reigned over a boy for hours. I once taught a boy to be a gardener, his left hand the earth's soil cradling me, his right a gripping flower pot, and I grew and grew. An old friend once threw a rock in my face, calling me soft. I blackened into inferno, awoke on mom's couch, ash in the corners of my eyes, the cops and the boy's mother smoldering at the front door. Contrary to popular belief, we don't all fit in mason jars. Use your mother's van for the night. Capture and admire our glow. Set us free before the morning. What an ancient tale this be. Oh, how a creature's light can be a naked straight boy's miracle turned myth. 2. Gutter. Where the vermin kiss goodnight. Where the wild things play. Where hoodies become smoke signals for ghosts. Where I learned to dodge bullets and make dripping candles out of men behind my father's back all at once. What the white boys want to taste, never smell. What the hood freaks wish I had more of. They drive to my destination in secret, slaughter me, cover their grinder profiles in my blood, hoping to repel others like me. No lames, real niggas only, they say. Oh, if they only knew of the bus stop, the red truck, and how we fluttered from the driver's gun. Oh, if they only knew of the kickback, the shot that rung, the body that dropped, and the promise I made to myself. Oh, if they only knew of the stop and frisk in front of my dad's house. Oh, how we will always be the same real nigga in everyone's eyes. 3. Halloween 2014. Stone gray beanie, bootleg tuxedo mask, black blazer, over a black hoodie draped in faux gold, and a potion around my neck, and a tiny blue bottle, buku bracelets, my tightest jeans, my loudest boots, a wooden wand, and purple wings, beautiful and they're tearing. Clapping her hands, Patrice shouts, "Oh my God, give me your phone, I'm taking a picture." Oh, how my room was a pumpkin turned carriage that night. Oh, how it takes a holiday to fully celebrate myself. A woman who had a crush on me, liked every recent Instagram photo except that one. I thought that shit was hilarious. I ran into her, smiled at the childhood friend, only for her to pretend she didn't know me, before blurting out, "Insta-gay, I mean inseke. Inseke, right?" This isn't the first or last time my butch queendom will be under attack.
Come on.
Oh, how a hand or a glance or a word can be fashioned into a blade. Oh, how confused she must have been when she pulled out no organ. Oh, how I didn't bleed, only gently grabbed her hand, saying, "It's okay. It's good to see you too."
Testing. Everybody give him one more big round of applause, everybody. Did y'all like it? Did y'all feel it? Did you feel it, brother? Where you feel it at? You felt it right here? Right here, all above there. You felt it, sister? You felt it, brother? You been mean mugging me all night, bro. I'm watching you, bro. All the dudes kind of gangster up in here, I've been noticing. They been walking in, oh yeah, we in this bitch. You know, all the real players in the house, say yeah. Okay. Y'all can't really make no noise when your lady with you. You know, I ain't no player per se, but back in my day, you know, I was a bad boy. Y'all ready for the next act? If y'all ready for the next act, say yeah. Say hell yeah. Well, the next cat coming to the stage, man, this brother's been touring all over the country. He's been, y'all might have heard of it, Verses and Flows on TV One. He did the 4th, 5th, and he's doing this season right now. He's actually was an individual slam champion 3 times in a row, killing the game. Anybody know anything about poetry and slams and different things? Any other poets out there make some noise? Okay, also it's a poets type of poetry type thing tonight. So y'all might already know this brother, man. So I want everybody to please give a big welcoming applause for Ed Mabrey, everybody. Big round of applause for Ed Mabrey, y'all. DJ, turn that up.
We gon' be all right.
California, how we doing tonight? We all right? All 3 of us, let's try this again. Bay Area, how we doing tonight? We all right? That's what's up. I can't see shit. Just him. It's gonna be awkward if I just perform to him for the next 20 minutes. So what we're gonna do is this, we're gonna get all the BS out the way and do some poems, and I'm gonna get out your way. It's an incredible show tonight. I'm very blessed, happy to be here and hang out with y'all. Flew all the way 2,500 miles to kick it with y'all. Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's not down the street. What the brother was saying earlier, to get all his who I am. You saw me on season 3 of Versus and Flow. You also saw me just recently on season 5, TV1 Versus and Flow. I'm an Emmy winner. I'm a 3-time individual world poetry slam champion. The only person to ever do that. I like French vanilla ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. I think that covers everything. And Puma, size 13. All right. I have merchandise out from along a lot of other artists. We'll be here from the beginning to the end, so please come out, support us. Don't support us, support you. Buy some art. Support art, buy art, all that good shit. Cool, cool. Feel free to don't be quiet. If you like what you hear, then, act accordingly. If you mess me up, then I'm not doing my job. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly, 'cause your mama's name was Lonely, and your daddy's name was Pain, so they called you Little Sorrow, 'cause you'll never love her. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm loud like buckshot, like Glock click, like a 41 to the body cliche. I'm loud like ba-da-da-pam-pam, ba-da-da-pam-pam, ba-da-da-pam-pam. Nah, I'm black like. Damn, 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 James, or damn, 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 James, or ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good times like, hey, 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 it's Fat Albert. I'm black like Uhuru Kiss Kirk, like Sojourner's breast grip, like Satchmo Soul and Lip. I'm loud like Huey P. Neutron Dance, like El Haj and Malik Shabazz, like last name ever, first name greatest, like Ali Gorilla Thump, like Disco Club, do the bump, like WAP, like Crooked Cop, like Mother Scream when her firstborn cry, like crooked letter, I. Black like night, black like death, black like womb exit, baby first breath, black like Nat Turner's toe jam, black like play another slow jam, black like spook sitting by your door, like playing dominoes, spades, and I declare war, black like Jimi Hendrix peace signing, Star String Obama scream, I'm black like Obamacare and King Coma vision dream, black like white folks might as well be black now too. Why? Because white kids buy more hip hop than you. Black like Ted Danson in blackface, like Whoopi Goldberg's Disgrace. I'm black like Mr. M-I-S-T-E-R. Mr. Black like playing Uno and that's my car. Like back in the day being dumb enough to call somebody African booty scratcher. I'm black like Rick James fucking Margaret Thatcher. I'm black like war. What is it good for? And Marvin Gaye's peace like Murray's pomade oil and coffee can of used grease. I'm black like hot comb like Viet Cong weed bong. I'm black like you wait till your daddy get home. Black like single income welfare and ghetto housing. I'm loud like a German shepherd barking civil right fire hose dowsing. Like reading Rainbow Kunta Kinte, Nappy Roots, First and 15th money on prison books, corner store liquor and Cadillac crooks. I'm now like snapping the spine of black history books. I'm black like my lawyer, my president, my priest. Like you reap what you sow and there's blood on them leaves. Pause for the kids. I know there's blood on the leaves. I know there's blood on the leaves. I see that weed and new slaves. I know there's blood on the leaves. Play. Black like millionaires. Still see shackles on feet. Loud like bell hook tipping point in HUD house. Black like Willis smoking crack now. Different strokes what you talking about. Like Weezy Scissor up and 2 Chainz master degree. Loud like King Kong. Ain't got shit on me. Black like survival, so black we clear. Loud like started from the bottom. Now we here. We here. So yeah, I might be getting old and overweight. Hell, I might even be ugly. But I can say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. You should say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't never gonna. Good morning, Vietnam. WBLK Radio and DJ Black presents the soundtrack to Eric Garner, the movie, produced by Isaac Hayes, Medgar Evers, Emmett Till, directed by Malcolm X, executive produced by Martin Luther King Jr., cinematography by Fred Hampton, Philip Wilson, Richard Pryor, Ossie Davis, and Fred Hampton. Cinematography and stunts by Trayvon Martin, Jordan Davis, Tamir Rice, and John Crawford. Track 1. Nightsticks hang from trees like candy canes.
Sweet like rigor mortis, black like licorice whips, like vice squad cops, like corner of blurred vision spots. Track 2, trying to get over Curtis Mayfield. Track 3, murder was the case that they gave me, Snoop Dogg. Track 4, the big payback, James Brown. All right, now we got to take a pause for the cause. Got to pay some bills and shout out our sponsors. A big shout out to our number 4 and 3 sponsors, respectively, the FBI and CIA. Are giving a big shout out and saying I love you to all Negroes, saying you keep killing each other and we'll keep providing you the guns and drugs to get the job done. Also giving a shout out to our number 2 sponsor, the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, incarcerating people of color and giving them thousands of years for the same crimes white executives get a slap on the wrist for. The U.S. Department of Justice, where our motto is, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. Lawyer up, niggas. Okay, our phone calls are lighting up. Go ahead, call in number 1 now. You are live. Yes, I'd like to say that as a black mother of 3 boys, aged 2, 8, and 12, what can I do to protect them in today's society? Well, great question. Caller number 1, I recommend that you bleach their skin or buy each one a handgun to protect themselves. Even the 2-year-old, especially the 2-year-old. Go ahead, caller number 2, you're live. Yes, I'd like to say that as a white American, what things happening to you people is just wrong, and all lives do matter. That's very nice, you caller number 2, but did you just say you people? What I meant was, go ahead, caller number 3, you're live. Oh, yeah, dog, look here, man. I got one question and one request. First off, the kid in Walmart was shot in the face. One in San Francisco in the back. One in Fruitvale wasn't doing up and minding his own business. Not to mention all the gays, transgender, and women they don't even bring up on the news. What's the point in standing around singing protest songs with your hands in the sky? Well, that's a great question. Caller number 3, and the answer is it makes you a simpler target. All right, bet, man. Look here. My request is, can you play any black song with the word breathe in it? Like Tony Braxton, Breathe Again, Whitney Houston, Waiting to Exhale, Mario, Breathe, Blue Cantrell, Breathe. I'm sorry, caller number 3, but all black songs about black people being able to breathe have been removed from our catalog with the exception of one, and we'll play that one for you at the top of the hour. Track 6, the black rose of Cairo refused to wilt in the noonday sun, knowing the day would come when Mother Earth would have mercy and weep her rivers onto the ground in which had been planted. And weep she did, sad to see the black rose buried in the middle of a vast and barren nowhere. Sadder still to know if she fed him, helped him grow, he'd just be a tree and rose in the middle of a desert he didn't belong in. So she gave the black rose thorns, knowing this wouldn't stop the great white gardener from choking, strangling the black rose with his blue protect and serve shield gloves. But at least he come to learn that to kill a thing, you're going to have to be willing to shed some blood yourself. Track 7, terrorism is defined as the use of physical intimidation in the pursuit of political gains. Track 8, home is where the hatred is. Gil Scott-Heron. Track 9, trying to make it real compared to what? John Legend with the Roots. We got time for one final shout out to our sponsor, our number 1 sponsor, Advair, the number 1 asthma inhaler medication in the country. Remember, when you're getting choked out by your local police, there's only one asthma inhaler that can prove your death wasn't due to an asthma attack. Breathe easy while you still can. And as promised at the top of the hour, that one song we could play for you, young man. Breathe and stop. For real. Give him what you got. Everybody, just breathe. Excuse me. Everybody, just breathe and stop. For real. Sorry, excuse me. Everybody, just breathe. I'm sorry, I can't breathe. Just breathe and excuse me. I'm sorry. I can't breathe and stop. Excuse me. I can't breathe. Fuck your breath. Breathe. Excuse me. I can't. Fuck your breath. I can't. Breathe and stop. Excuse me. I can't breathe. Fuck your breath. I can't breathe. Fuck your breath. I can't breathe. Fuck. I need medical attention. Fuck you. I can't breathe. Fuck your breath. I can't breathe and stop. I can't. Fuck your breath. I can't. Fuck you. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna. You ain't got to be rich to be my girl. You ain't got to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular time I'm more compatible with. No Prince fans? You used to call me on my, no. No. I think the kids kind of music. The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said, and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one, but I was caught up in physical attraction. But to my satisfaction, baby, you were more than just a place. And if I ever, don't let me down, altos, in love. Come on, altos. I will be. And if I in love, come on, tenors, bring it up. I will be. Let's see, you know the remix. You know the remix. It never really mattered too much to me that you were just too damn old for me. All that really mattered was you're my girlfriend. And baby, that's all that mattered to me. A tornado blew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears from when you're gone, but I'm thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do ya? Do ya? Ain't no way in hell I can do that note. You hear my voice? I might want to have a child one day. We done lost all my sperms and scrotums and gave myself testicle cancer or some shit. I want to slide inside you deeper than my voice goes. I'm sorry, we can go back to the Christian poetry. It's all right, it's all right. I want to slide inside you deeper than my voice goes. I want to slide inside you deeper than my voice goes. I want to slide inside you deeper than my voice goes. You have no idea how fun this is with him looking right at my ass. I respect you, dog. That's how Oakland represent. I ain't backing down from your sexy ass poem, nigga. Bring me that shit. Say what you gotta say, nigga. I'm here, nigga. I'm here. Nigga right there. Free CD on me, nigga. Cause you taking this shit like a champ. Nigga, I've been in D Block. Ain't scaring me with this shit, nigga. Heard that shit every time lights out, nigga. Joke. He ain't get down like that. He get out like that. I want to slide inside you deeper than my voice goes. Give you that beloved sex. As if we are both slaves, the auctioneers just cream sold, and we are fucking for a revolution. Only want to give you 1 inch a day. A week and a half later, when I'm still introducing new parts of me to you, that's 10. For people that don't know math, that's 10. I'd rather not drink your bathwater, girl. I'd rather drink you. A true queen deserves a good king, and a good king knows he needs to provide you a throne. So let me lay back on my back and open my mouth and give you the only throne you will ever need to sit on. Shit on. This shit right here is not for little girls, baby girl. Niagara fall yourself into my throat. Let me make sure I gesticulate properly across your G-zone. Forget a G-button, hot button. Your clitoris so slick now it looks like a small dick, which means we both gay in this motherfucker because I've been sucking your clit dick for so long now it's a dick click. Now you stuck on this shit right here, nigga. You don't know what to do. Been drinking you so much for so long that you come out of my pores. I always leave a bit of your essence on my upper lip, so if I'm at work and everybody starts getting on my nerves, I can just have my Calgon take me away moment. We no longer count orgasms, we count experiences. Girl, I do not make you come, I make you arrive. Understand the difference. I don't believe in writing my name inside your womb. I leave hieroglyphs on the side of your uterus. So when you start to come, you just say, walking man, eye of horse, bird, 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 bird. Let's get back to the poetry. If you want to hear the rest of that, it's on the CD out front. It's on the CD out front. You gonna boo? I'm almost out of time. Time man, did you say something? No. All right, we'll do a 1-minute romantic poem, then we'll close out. Now, if you don't buy no CD, you'll remember your ass. Oh, he was so great for free. Here you go. Don't be afraid to take a step closer to me. Believe each movement of your feet is a song gaining its voice, and my loving you is a privilege, not a choice. Of course, I fell in your eyes. That's what I was meant to do. But it never stopped my flying towards your smile. So let the wax melt from my wings, and I'll make candles that only sing when lit by the fire in your heart. See, just the other day, I saw the laughter from a schoolroom full of children and placed them beneath my ribs. So when you tickle me, the piano of my body will play the keys of all our kids. So can I be your one regret and you my only good deed? I'll be Isaac to your Icarus, and the only thing we'll ever need will be our hands to build a tomorrow that's better than our right now. And I don't say I love you because love can handle the burden of that much pressure, but I'm certain that back on God's dresser is a picture of you for inspiration when she has writer's block and her lover hasn't called her back in 6 days, but still you ask me, how many ways do I love you? Well, one for every breath, one for every step. More than hookers love promises and winos need sunrise, so take me in your arms and we'll never grow cold. If you kiss me real quick tonight, goddammit, we won't ever grow old. So come on and kiss me real quick tonight after the show so we don't ever grow old and make each other young again. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? Bay Area, I would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. You all look so beautiful tonight. Now we think we have a winner on our hands with this piece, so we want to share it with you, this stage reading. For those that are new to this, a libretto is the reading of the text of an opera, including all stage direction. So without any further ado, we'd like to present to you the libretto of the opera, Death of a Black Boy. Curtains open. Sun rises on Anywhere, USA. Small kitchen with mother at stove, we never see her face. The black boy sits at table eating soft piano. The mother sings a song, how lucky might I have a boy such as this. Violins giggle, cellos chuckle. The black boy sings a song, I'm gonna get us out of here one day. Enter father. Director's note, the part of father has been canceled. Replace father with empty notes from woodwind section. Woodwind section plays the song Absence. Act 1. Enter mother's boyfriend. Director's note, the title of boyfriend shall be renamed temporary or fill-in regardless of instrument backing. The boyfriend sings the song, bitch, where's my breakfast? Why you feeding him first when I'm the one helping you with these bills? Director's notes, opts to replace this song with give me your car keys. Boy leaves. Piano 1 and 2 begin walking music. Concrete will be played by strings. Percussion performs song Broken Glass Everywhere. Act 2, the black boy tries to make it to school alive. The black boy walks through his neighborhood. Cue homeless men, cue daytime hookers, cue drug dealers. Drug dealers sing song, I got a job for you. Blaring car horns by trumpets, section 1, all instruments stop. Cue single snare drum. The black boy enters school. Lockers singing the song Insecurity. Walls perform Inferiority Complex. Teachers sing Overworked and Underpaid. Career counselor sings You won't live to see 20, so I discuss job opportunities. Principal sings I've touched a child in an inappropriate manner. School board sings the song Keep the Student-to-Teacher ratio high enough for federal funding, and if shit hits the fan, fire some teachers. School desk perform medley, get them asses in the seats. Students sing All in All is just another brick in the wall. Act 3, the black boy goes home. Cue timpani for police gunshots to his head. The next section is simultaneous. Stage left, mother sings Will my son make it home today? Stage right, father sings I'll do better tomorrow. Upstage boyfriend sings When did I stop caring? Homeless man sings I used to live around here. Hooker sings Does anyone see my babies? Drug dealer sings If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Apartment building sings Don't make my brown eyes blue. Cue police officer, cue neighborhood watch vigilante, cue stand your ground. Black boy sing song, wallet on the ground, sun in the sky, bullet in my back. Cell phone in my hand, bullet in the face. Sandwich in my hand, bullet in the head. Skittles in my hand, iced tea in my blood. Social sweet in my hand, college bound in the wind. Enter 100 police officers singing Bad Moon Rising. Enter Fox News singing Pleased to meet you, hope you guess my name. Cue 1,000 bullets singing Dead men can't be witnesses. Keep snare at bass drum, upright bass with bow, off key piano, all instruments now. Cymbals crash, harder, yes, and stop! Violins and cellos hum of a million bees whispering. Single street lights center stage on Black Boy. Sopranos sing and the blood came a-trembling down. Cue Alan Jesse, tenor sing Too much, too little, too late. Light fades to black on Black Boy as Moon sings Change Gon' Come. The end. Director's note, if we do this right, we can bring this opera back every week around the country and they won't even notice. Tell the producers, we've got a hit on our hands. Good night.
Testing. Y'all give him one more big round of applause, y'all. Did y'all feel it? If you felt it, say yeah. That's what's up, man. He was up here. Man, I was at the door. I was like, well, your clit and my dick and all just I gotta start writing love poetry. They got them out here sweating out weaves. They ain't even moved out their seat or nothing. They just all the ladies with weaves make some noise. Don't act like that. All the natural sisters, where you at? You see how they... I see the track sticking out right there. Don't try to blend in with the natural sisters. You see her trying to blend in? Come up here, let me pull it real quick. Let me see it. Come here. Yeah. She like, go girl, go. You put it in for her. Give her a big round of applause. That's her stylist. She put the natural weave in for her. It's a natural weave. I mean, that's cool. Now give him one more big round of applause, everybody. Everybody one more big round. What she think? Y'all ready for the next act? Say yeah. Say yes. Oh, y'all pay attention, man. This next guy comes to the stage. Very wonderful brother. He's been getting down. Right now, he works with the youth, try to build up self-esteem and try to spit it out through, public speaking and different things like that. Because believe it or not, standing up here in front of all y'all, this is hard to do. And to get a youngster to get on stage and be able to do this is a beautiful thing. The cat actually also has been on worldwide shows such as, y'all ever heard of Russell Simmons' Deaf Poetry Jam? He's been on that. He's been on the Lyric Cafe. He's also been on Verses and Flows and all that stuff too, man. So you're in for a real big treat, everybody. So everybody, please give a big round of applause for Javon Johnson, everybody. Big round of applause for Javon Johnson, y'all.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Suck, Snow. Top dog, bite them all. Yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up.
I hope that stays. That's gonna be awkward. That's what she said? Somebody said that? Y'all out here wilding already? That's some shit? I gotta follow that deep voice, motherfucker? I hope I go deeper than you, then fuck. Deep. James Earl Jones, mother. I swear to God, I was watching Lion King 2, fucking with him. He called me one day, I was like, Mufasa? Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Oh, I hate him for having that voice. Look, the first time I heard him speak, I fell in love, and I'm straight as a motherfucker. And I was like, I think I love him. Yes, I do. Oh, shit. I know his voice is sexy and a motherfucker. The guys, y'all can admit that shit, too. You be straight. That motherfucker got a deep ass. I call that motherfucker, just tell me good night sometimes, shit. Good night. Thank you. I can sleep now. Oh, shit. All right. Oh, that's my motherfucker. Give it up for Ed one more time. And Josh. I love them motherfuckers. I really do. Poem. 10 reasons why the women I've dated are like religion. Subtitle, they both tell me I'm going to hell. So one of my exes, we were breaking up. It's a true story. I probably shouldn't. Fuck it. I don't care. Listen, we were breaking up. Very serious breakup. She was crying. I was crying too. I was emotional on the motherfucker at the moment. And then she was like, "Oh, you're going to hell." And I was like, "What? How long have you known? And why you just now telling me, you fucking demon?" And then that's how it really went down. And then she was like, "I can't do this anymore." I was like, "I can't either. I can't date demons." And so Why you just now telling me I'm going to hell? That's selfish as shit. You could have told me a long time. I could have been repenting. I could have been in church and shit. Home. True story. She told me, she was like, you're the worst guy ever. And I was like, what? That don't make fucking sense. Like, Hitler existed. That's stupid as shit. Stupid. She's like, you think everything is a joke. When you say shit like that, I'm probably not even the worst guy in this goddamn apartment complex. The fuck you? Make no fucking sense. All right, here we go. Pump. Like, have you met everybody ever? Don't say no shit like that. Home. 1, they both tell me, I already said that part. 10 reasons women are like religion, subtitle, they both tell me I'm going to hell. 1, I'm forgetting 1. I'm gonna switch poems, because I'm gonna remember that one later. This is the poem I'm gonna do. This poem is called, don't judge me. God knows my heart. This poem is called the D poem, or I have a PhD, so when I say let's play doctor, I'm serious, or you damn right, yes, or tonight I'ma flirt with somebody like slavery never existed, or girl, what's up with them yams? On the days following the moment you decide to give me your number, I will likely text you something silly and way out of pocket. Hey, boo! And it'll be in all caps so you know how seriously enthusiastic I am. Hey, boo! You want to be my friend? And you'll reply, LOL, either you don't know how to spell or you forgot the D. And I'm going to be like, nah, girl, I was planning on giving you that later, but since your little nasty ass wants it now. Hey, boo, listen, boo. Boo, when we go on our first date, I will likely make fun of something about you. If it's the way you walk, or if you have small hands, if you have a big head, I'll ask you something like, girl, where you think you're going looking like a sexy-ass lowercase I? Listen, when we're comfortable enough, I'll invite you over to my place, and as we watch a movie, I will fart under the cover that lays across our laps and pull it over your head. I need to know that you can love all of me, even the disgusting parts. Loving someone is easy when they're being lovable, but can you handle when the shit hits the fan, almost literally? Can you handle how my temper is nothing more than a shaky finger always on the panic button? Can you handle that? Can you handle when I look you dead in the face and say, girl, I want to fuck you badly? And by badly, I mean I want to do a poor job of fucking you just to see a reaction. I am not always a poet. On most days, I live my life like a drunk driver on a musty Saturday night. I am reckless, foolish, and I believe in my abilities far more than I ever should. My smile is a shiny guillotine I have very little control over. My heart is a portable panic room. Can you handle that? Because if you can, there will be days. There will be days when your smile is my underground railroad. Dangerous, but perhaps my only way to freedom. On those days, I will love you loud like a picket sign. And you should know that I come from a long line of civil rights workers, so I know exactly what it is to get my hands dirty, to put my body on the line. I know the dangers of loving while black, of being bold enough to believe in our future together. Can you handle that? Because if you can, I need you to remember that the first time you give me your number, I will text you something silly. Hey, boo, are there still 20 letters in the alphabet? And you'll reply, LOL, what's wrong with you? And I'll say, that's right, I can never forget you, R-A-Q-T. You'll be like, that's cute, corny, and you're still missing one. And I'm gonna be like, damn, girl, you must really want that D, don't you? Don't mind me. I don't make no goddamn sense. All right, y'all good? We good? Yes. So as you could probably tell, I'm a crazy. Look, I really do have a PhD. I teach college. I teach the students. That's what I do. I have a former student I worked with in the house, but you know I'm off right now, so fuck them students. No. Just, oh, look at this shit. All right, here we go. Poem. I'm gonna do this poem. Oh shit. They gave me a PhD. Can you believe that shit? That means, look, let me tell you what that means. That means I have good ass benefits. And if that didn't turn you on, you ain't grown. That's all the fuck I'm saying. If you not moist after I said I got good benefits, you ain't grown. That's your problem right now. That's why you ain't got a winner, boo. Okay? Boom. I got dental, vision, medical. I got a good ass 401k. That shit is nice right now. My kids go to college for free, so that means there's scholarships in my balls. I just need you to help me get it out, all right? Boom. All right, let's get serious. So here we go. Almost, boo-boo. Here we go, poem. When the state decides to murder its next black child, do not go gentle. Do not be peaceful. Do not be so quick to forgive. Do not hold hands and sing, "We shall overcome," pray. But remind them of the shotgun in your throat. Tell them there will be no more. Do not tell the mother everything will be okay. It will not. Her chest will be an empty rum barrel, a broken whiskey bottle, an oversung gospel song. She will manage to go on. Black folks seem to always do, but honestly, who should have to go on like this? The father will be strong. He will fight back tears in public, but will cry in a back room or in a basement or somewhere else safe like that. He will probably fall asleep listening to Donnie or Roberta or Nina or someone else safe like that. Reimagine the vigils. Think about the irony in cutting down yet another flower to honor that child's beautiful life. Pay close attention, for when the state says this is a time for peace, they are admitting when they fired the gun, it was clearly a time of war. Do not go gentle. Do not be silent. Do not make another beautiful black ballad to be used in another shitty movie about racism 3 decades from now. Do not whisper unless it's for strategy. Show them your fangs, your claws. Be the monster they always thought you were. Show them the rage, the anger, the hurt, the hurt. This hurts. This hurts. This hurts. This hurts. This hurts. When the state decides to murder its next black child, remind them of the rope, of the chains, of the church bombings, of the 4 little black girls, of the lynchings, of the white hoods, the dogs, the water hoses, the police batons. Remind them of your shotgun and all the ways it can hurt. So, I'm from South Central originally. 1980 South Central, right? That's the height of the gang epidemic, right? I live in Oakland now. Town business. I live in Oakland. I live by the lake though, so that's a different part of Oakland. My uncle was a part of the Black Panther Party for self-defense when he was younger, back in Los Angeles, that branch. When I called him, I took this place sight unseen in Oakland. I thought I was moving close to my people. I swear to God I did. And I called him and I was like, yo. He was like, how's headquarters? And I was like, It's interesting, Unc. And it's been interesting. This poem is called Everything I Know About Gentrification I Learned from My Stepfather, or When the Cancer Comes. When the cancer comes, the experts will gather. They will say things like, I'm afraid there is bad news. This is not a death sentence. People live long and normal lives. We are doing everything we can, but there is not an exact science to this. You will only hear bad news. This is a death sentence. And you will think to yourself, we are everything, but not this. Cancer is when abnormal cells grow and spread very quickly. These cells group together, form tumors, destroying the body's normal cells and causing damage to the body's healthy tissues. Sometimes the cancer cells break away, destroying other parts of the healthy body, and this is the best definition of gentrification I have. I live in the town where they are tearing down old black bodies quicker than they can build up new high-rises. Death by crooked cop or crooked crane is all the same. Gentrification is killing us. The abnormal cells are coming. They are spreading too quickly. When the new Oakland residents call the cops on the drum circle filled with people of color, they are trying to stop the black heartbeat. When they call the cops on the church, which had been here for 65 years, they are trying to strip Oakland of its soul. To gentrify is to take the body and gut it. It is to treat the entire city like a chop house. And these butchers have no manners. They do not pray over the slaughtered. They do not even have the decency to make use of the entire carcass. They simply toss out the bones as if there is no need to season the stock. There is no God in this. My stepfather is a pastor. And before that, he was a deacon. And before that, he was a football coach. And before that, he was a truck driver who delivered food items. He is a man who takes care of those who are not his own. He is a high yellow man who sings like he's trying to call the cattle home. He thinks his voice is better than what it is. But we let him sing anyway. Because soon it will go the same way of the house he raised us in. All memory, no longer ours. No longer here. When my mother called me to tell me of his lymphoma, that he only has 3 months left to live, I immediately cried. I then thought of the newly built high-rise just up the street for mixed-income families. The city does not care that lower-income black families will not be able to afford the $10 cup of coffee or to shop at the Whole Foods. The cancer does not care that the body will never be whole or that the body has a family. The city does not care about black families, that they will be made to feel strange and foreign and out of place in the only city they have ever called home, that the only place they have ever known will become too expensive to even breathe in. At this rate, we will have to lower our dead into grounds they could not afford to live on. Meanwhile, mixed income, grounds they could not afford to live on at some point. Mixed income housing only prolongs the inevitable, and this is the best definition of chemotherapy I have. Meanwhile, my stepfather is dying, and no one seems to be asking the important questions like how did we get here, and why is the body eating itself alive, and where did the God go in all of this? I am a broken prayer in a burned down church house. Without him, I never would have made it, which is to say, I am black and I am scared, and this is exactly what the cancer does. It pushes the God out of the body, and sometimes the body has neighborhoods for limbs, which is to say, I must watch my stepfather and my home die. When I played football for him, and we lost the semifinals game, when my fists were two wrecking balls looking for any new project to get into, he said, Yeah, I know it hurts. You can't get that one back, though. Cry it out if you have to. Keep your head up. Figure out a way to get him next time, you know? This is everything I know about gentrification. Everything I can tell you about what happens when the cancer finally comes. So, thank y'all for having me so far. I'm gonna do one more poem and get out of here. I think that's my time. And I'm also selling products in the back. I have a downloadable card. It's not a card. You're like, oh, it's your business card, and you take it. No, my CD is on that card, so don't just take it. That's called theft, in case you didn't already know. That's how it is. It's not. That's the law. So yeah, they're 1 for $10, and I'm running a special 2 for $20. They're 2 different albums, and you buy it. You download it, you get the album art, you get the track listings, digital. Most people don't keep CDs like that anyway, so I convert it into the digital upload. If you want to buy one, if you like what I do and you want to buy one, great, come talk to me. That's beautiful. I love you. Please do. If you like what I do and you don't want to buy one, that's cool too. You can come up and talk to me. That's fine. I'm human, whatever. If you don't like what I do and you want to buy one, that's weird, but I'll still sell it to you. And if you don't like what I do and you don't want to buy a CD, fuck you too. So that's how I feel. All right, here we go. Poem. I'm gonna do the poem that I was trying to do earlier and I fucked up. You said amen? Let him use you. All right. All right. One, they both have far too many commandments. Thou shalt not stay out too late. Thou shalt always put the toilet seat back down. Yes. No. Look, let's pause this poem real quick. Have a fucking conversation. I'm not the one that's sitting my ass back there. If I sat down, every time I sit down to take a poop, I look first. Like, I don't just be like, fuck it. That don't make any sense. Like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just test it this time. Especially if you keep falling in, at some point, you're the fool. Like, he's trifling, but you're a fool. So figure maybe that's why y'all deserve each other. 3, remember to honor her voice and to keep it holy. 2, most want to tell you the most important shit during Sunday morning football. 3, whenever you fuck up, a quick way to forgiveness is to go them on your knees, let your mouth do the walking. Hail Mary. Full of grace, full of sugarcane flesh, skin that silks like whole almond, and she wonders why I scream out God whenever I'm in between her thighs 4. Both assumed a portion of my income belonged to them 5. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. When the gods are angry, damn souls are the least of our worries. We are burned, brimstone black, washed out, wrung hollow, wiped from the face of the earth, Prometheus. Simply forgiving humans fire was banned to a rock for the rest of eternity to have his liver eaten alive daily, only so that it could regenerate every night for the next eternal fire. Simply cannot compare. Remember, it was God who built hell in the first place, and I am far too afraid to speak of some of the hell some women created for men on account of my own personal sins. 6, women like the Lord thy God work in mysterious ways. When men communicate, typically we're forward and direct, except when we're lying. But typically, we're forward and direct. I'm hungry means I'm hungry. I'm tired means I'm tired. Neither of which are commentary for the level of fun we're having this evening. For the women I've dated, I'm hungry often had more to do with the first date we went on, how much nicer I was back then when I used to write her poetry and buy her flowers, or the girl who called my house at midnight last week. 7, women like the Lord thy God are a jealous bunch. 8, they both cause war. When I was in the 4th grade, I was madly in love with this girl named Adeline. She often gave me free ice cream from her parents' shop. We were cool that way. One day, After this boy named Caleb flirted with her, she gave him free candy. I punched him in the face. It's a true fucking story. She checked his busted lip, consoled his bruised ego, and later that day broke up with me. This was the day I first learned to curse God. 9. They both require confession. On the morning after we first made love, she asked, "Are you smiling so big because I rocked your world last night?" I said, "No." But you rocked my world long before you ever touched me. Long before I was ever baptized new in the holy of your flesh, before our lips ever learned to do what hands do, even before the steel-toe, jagged-edged butterflies began gnawing at my ribcage. I should call you Dr. Hale Williams, the way you stitched my heart and needled your place in my history. You move me, you pomegranate woman, you so sticky, so sweet. You make me wish that I were made of Kit Kats just so I could break you off a piece of my heart. And I know that line is corny. I do. But you make me comfortable being corny for you. And I know that line is corny too. But you remind me of all things heaven of human. You are my redemption song, all I've ever had. 10. Whenever you're done, start from the beginning. There are always new lessons to be learned. Thank y'all very much for having me. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Javonism. It was beautiful. Peace.
Testing. Y'all give Javon one more big round of applause, everybody. Are we not having a wonderful show? Isn't this show wonderful? Do you think it's wonderful? How you liking it? You like it? Oh, you so cute. I love it. How you liking it? It's popping? How y'all liking it? What about y'all in the back? How y'all liking it? Man, I'm going to tell you like this. It's not the end of it, but we got nothing but acts with straight fire coming to the stage. But before we do, we got some very, very good brothers that want to come up here and tell you guys something. I want everybody to please give a big round of applause for Jereme Gunter and Victor Harris, everybody. Big round of applause for them.
How you guys doing? So my name is Victor Harris. I'm the proprietor, owner, baker, delivery person of Rochelle's Cheesecakes. Tonight I have 4 flavors for you. I have eggnog, spiced apple, candied yam, and cranberry grand. And my personal favorite is the candied yam. There's clove and cinnamon mixed with sweet potato with a brown sugar caramel on the bottom and a ginger snap crust. It is delicious. I would advise you to get it. They are $5 a piece. Come see me outside during the intermission.
How y'all doing? So my name is Jereme Gunter. RC's not see you. So I came here today. I wrote a book. The book is titled The Man Book. And I want to give you guys a quick rundown of why I wrote this book. So I've been doing youth development for about 15 years and working with young people and just seeing young men's development and see how they grow. And one thing I thought about was all the things that kids struggle in, and not even just kids, but just men in general struggle with, right? So the book was created for young men that grew up without a father to give them the tools to be successful, right? So that was the goal of the book. But the book has kind of evolved to all men, right? So all men are getting a lot out of this book. So the book is to empower men on the journeyhood of manhood, right? So I know men have a lot of struggles and we go through a lot, and y'all women don't help. And y'all women don't help. No, I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all are a backbone. I love you, my wife, too, so don't get mad at me. I see you. So I want to tell you why I wrote this book. So I took about 6 kids to see a motivational speaker. We went out of town, and we had a great time. And while we're in the hotel, we're listening to Tupac, right? So everybody loves Tupac. So we're listening to Keep Your Heads Up. And there's a part, actually, I'm going to say a little bit, and then I want y'all to just finish it for me, right? So it says, you know what makes me unhappy? When brothers make babies. Okay, keep going. And yeah. Take from while we. Do we? Okay, so at that time, the young man, he stops the song and he's like, I know what the reason of this is. And I was like, what are you talking about? I actually didn't even understand what he meant by that. And he said, it's about my father. And I stopped and I was like, wow, what does he mean by that? And he said, I don't know how to tie a tie. I don't even know how to talk to a young woman. And this young man, he's 18 years old. And he was telling me that his dad lived around the corner from him. And in my program, I had a bunch of kids. So his brother was actually in my program, but his brother lived with his dad. And his brother would come and say, hey, Dad told me to tell you hi. And he was like, I don't understand why Dad can't call me or tell me hi. You know, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, as I'm working with these young people, what am I supposed to do with this, right? If he doesn't know how to do the basic things that a father or a man is supposed to teach him, what do I do with that? So that's why the book was created. Is to give these young men tools and give them something to be successful. So there's a lot of different topics. I thought about every topic we went through. We talk about how to deal with women. We talk about how to tie a tie, etiquette stuff, everything you can think of. So please check this out. They're 20 online. Here they're 15 tonight. So I'll be right out front. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Y'all ready to keep the show going? I need more enthusiasm, man. The next dude back there, like, you feel me? He like, I'm trying to get ready. Let him know y'all ready for him. Y'all ready for the next act coming to the stage? All right, this next cat, man, in my opinion, man, the dude's, he like on his way to be like a musical genius, you know what I mean? Rapper, sing, poetry, he like do it all in one. I think he's gonna bring that to you to the stage tonight. So when he come out here, if he do any kind of music, stand up for this brother, dance with him, sing with him if you can. I mean, are we all brothers and sisters up in here? Y'all gonna rap? We all together? All right then, with that being said, man, this dude's been all over, he's been touring. Source magazine say they comparing them to Kendrick and all the mother. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Everybody give a big round of applause for Luke Tailor, everybody. Big round of applause, y'all. You need this or just
Armed and dangerous, train to bust. Coming from a city where the pick a grip send me if they see a skinny nigga, watch him aim at us. No, them cops never pity, never gave a fuck. I never seen a slave master cry tears after hanging one. A badge and a gun, that's a whip and a chain upgraded, huh? You must got me fucked up if you think I be stuck, I be obtaining cuss. I refrain from dumb, so a gang of us can't tanker us. Little niggas riding around with a banger tuck, new Panther party, nigga. Understand, I can stand my ground, I can plan my round. Understand revolution's round. That corner from where you standing now, I won your hand off a cannon blousey. Revolutionary Huey, Malcolm, Tupac, back. Bullshit, they don't play that. They send bullets through your top hat. Culture jack, what smack? Hold your fat lip. Pro-black, Sacramento activist, black fist. I've been reading, writing, freedom fighting since I was a young lad. 13 with a bus pass, trying to grow a mustache. I've been reading Langston Hughes and listening to gangster tunes and drifting with this wave of shoe like Basquiat. I paint the truth, nigga. Huey Freeman for president. Yeah. Huey Freeman for president. Yeah. Huey Freeman for president. And Erykah Badu for Secretary of State. Yeah. Do y'all fuck with me so far? That sounded a little bit. Do y'all fuck with me so far? All right, so y'all came to hear some poetry, y'all came to hear some music. Make some noise if you love hip hop. Okay, cool. Make some noise if you love that real hip hop. So if you love real hip hop, I need you to do one thing with me as we go throughout the show. I need you to fuck with me, because I'm gonna fuck with you. Because if you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. So y'all gonna fuck with me? So I'm gonna fuck with you. So what can y'all do with me one favor? We're gonna play the hip hop game. Put one hand in the air like this. Like this. I can't see you, so I'm gonna just give you the faith and the trust that you're gonna do right by me. right? Put the other hand in the air. I can't do it. Simon says put the other hand in the air. Now, you can pick your own hand. Choose one. You can drop one. Go. Now go like this. Now go back up. Now go like this. Now go back up. Now go like this. Now go back up. So when you hear some shit you like, that's what you do. Just like, you can even make the noises like. So for a couple songs, I'm gonna ask you to stand up and do that with me. So can everybody get up in this mug one time? Can everybody get up in this mug one time? If you messing with me, DJ, you got me? Run that. Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Yeah. Bay Area, make some noise in this motherfucker one time. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Left side, hands up. Right side, right side, right side. Hands up, hands up. Now say it with me, say it with me, say it with me like, say it with me like. Nah, say fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. I said fuck Donald Trump. Can I rap for y'all? Look, hands up. Hello people, my name is Luke, let me have your attention. The jig is up, the Black Panther party back with a vengeance. You listen up, I can introduce you to revolution. Let's do the spirit of Huey Freeman and Huey Newton. Boston salute me, government war shoot me. Rock a crown and a kufi, black and proud of my Zulu. Black and red my bandana, keep one hand on my cannon. Ready to pop a Kapasi Zimmerman, let me blam them. And walking through them streets with the peace of my ancestors. The Nat Turners, Malcolm X's with black burners. Moving with Martin Luther's, trooping with loaded Rugers. Bobby Seale with the hottest, still hoping we find solutions. The microphone messiah, yeah, them niggas know it's me, Prodigy. If I push the pen, profit off of this poetry, who dopest me? Flamethrower, I hold the heat. Your girl nicknamed me Django, so she holds this deep cocaine flow with no overdose. Grown man and my own man, with no do I hold hand. I'm a California Conan, I'm a rap barbarian. Hostile various, so my style's very sick. If I shout bury them, they talk but they ain't saying shit. The car never called me a nigga. Yeah, Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan the devil. I can read you them facts. Couple pigs in my jungle, couple bees in the trap, couple sheep in their wolves who if they see them take naps. Y'all fuck with me? Alright, so what I need y'all to do real quick is this. Put your motherfucking hands up now, bounce, rock, rock with me like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, 1. Now go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I said left, right. Y'all ain't gotta do all that now, but here's what I need y'all to do for this next one, right? Y'all ain't gotta do a single damn thing. I'ma just drink this water real quick. Drink my water, guys. I forgot my hair is tied up, so it doesn't have the same effect that I wanted it to. It's supposed to be Samson, goddammit. Okay, good. Run. The revolution won't be televised, but it'll probably be on Twitter. So if you Instagram the Molotov, them shell cases, no filter, hashtag burn a flag, bomb a building, post on Facebook, like for the right to assemble. And we marching nightly, so more than likely they probably kill us. And they remember us as villains. They think of us as less, and yet we been more. Literally speaking, we been Moors. The little fact that my teacher chose to ignore. Never taught me my history, never chose to inform. Enforced the fact that blacks are good for selling crack in sports, writing rap and shooting porn, performing songs about it all and thanking God for the award. Before the sword replaced the pen, before the boys replaced the men, we had queens and sacred men, we had it all. We had pride in our people, we didn't fall. We was pushed, once they noticed we was golden, that's when everything was stolen. Some villages even sold them. Imagine, take a moment, when my whole entire culture is forced across the ocean, beaten, raped into submission, lynched and forced into division of our gender, age, and pigment. But yo, close your books, that's all we get to read. They're only teaching us Rosa and Dr. King. The revolution won't be televised, it'll probably be on Twitter. So Instagram that Molotov, showcases no filter. Hashtag burn a flag, bomb a building, post on Facebook, like for the right to assemble. And we marching nightly, so more than likely they probably kill us. And they remember us as villains. We just some revolutionary children. Revolutionaries and villains, look. Pardon me, I'm just airing out my dreams and I'm just writing down my thoughts, and this is way too fucking deep. Probably won't make it to radio, not rap enough for me. And my verse is too empowering, or I need to add some lean and leave some strippers. Mention crack and sprinkle in a couple niggas. Prescription bottles and skinny models and liquor swallows, and then I mentioned niggas. Oh, I did? Sometimes I forget. DJ cut that shit. DJ cut that shit. DJ cut that shit. Next track. This is one I need y'all to fuck with me real quick though. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? One time for the real niggas. Wait. 2 times for the black king. 2 times for the black king. Stand up. 3 times for the bad woman. 3 times for the bad woman. Please stand up with me. 4 times for the black queen. 4 times for the black queen. 4 times for the, it go gold all on my watch. Noose all on my neck. Auction all on my block. We losing all our respect. Got a cop behind me, I'm sweating. Woo! Clan behind me, I'm sweating. Cop behind me, I'm sweating. Clan behind me, I'm sweating. Look, as he puts on his black face, the definition of a black star. Minus the quality and most death. Minus the New York poetry rap bar. See, he put a chain on his chest. He clips on a TikTok, a big watch with sick rocks, and it costs about the same amount I'm paying out for my tuition. You put some J's in his feet, and the J's on his mouth. Wait, or some chains on his feet, rose gold chain hang with a cold Jesus piece. Wait, he gets no Jesus piece, and yet his pockets hold 4 G's a piece. He rolled with a squad 4 G's a piece, and his $500,000 car he bought, man. He got $1,000 jeans, yeah, they bought, man. He got $1,000 belt, and yet he sag his britches. His body inked up like trains and bridges. That nigga costume about halfway finished. Which one do you want? You want the dreads or the afro? Do you rap or play basketball? Do you gangbang? Do you pack blow? Do you smoke weed? Do you slap hoes? You make them learn a couple of moves. Create them a couple of rumors, get them some news. Surrounded by a couple of goons, give them a couple of tunes, and you can put them up in front of a room. You make them learn a couple of moves, create them a couple of rumors, get them some jewels. Surrounded by a couple of dudes, hand them a couple of tunes, and you can put them up in front of a room. It go gold all on my watch, say it with me, noose all on my neck. Auction all on my block, woo! Losing all our respect, yo. I got a cop behind me, I'm sweating. Clan behind me, I'm sweating. Cop behind me, I'm sweating. Clan behind me, I learn this real quick. Cause everybody wanna be a nigga, but don't nobody wanna be a nigga. Everybody wanna be a nigga, but don't nobody wanna be a nigga. Cause everybody wanna be a nigga. Cause everybody wanna be a nigga, but don't nobody wanna be a nigga. As she puts on her black face, the opposite of a black star, but her soul on black hole, but a heart full of black scars, and a pocket full of white faces that she got from black bodies and black faces, black acts and black fashion, black trends and black lynching. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you from Memphis now? Oh, your ass is authentic, your accent authentic, your past ain't authentic. What the fuck was you? When Ferguson cracked off, what the fuck was you? When Eric Garner got choked out, what the fuck was you? When the protests popped off, what the fuck was you? Oh yeah, I forgot, black lives don't matter as long as your green stacks get fatter, Iggy. Everybody wanna be a nigga, but don't nobody wanna be a nigga. Cause everybody wanna be a nigga, don't nobody wanna be a nigga. Yo, everybody wanna be a nigga, don't nobody wanna be a nigga. And every nigga wanna hold a trigger. All niggas wanna see a trigger. Might show one too, might show one too. Can I do 2 more songs for y'all tonight? Has anybody heard this song before? Oh, y'all can sit down, but when you hear what the song is about, y'all gonna stand the fuck back up. If you got student loans in this motherfucker, make some noise. If you hate student loans in that motherfucker, make some noise. If you hate Sally Mae, say, fuck Sally Mae. Fuck Sally Mae. Now say this with me. When I say Sally Mae Blues, you say Sally Mae Blues. Sally Mae Blues. I said Sally Mae Blues. I said Sally Mae Blues. Can we get into some shit? Mic check. Mic check. Get into that shit. college life, pockets tight. I wanna shine and shed some light, but they cut off my lights. Pretending life is great. I know my rent is late, but every time we hit the stage, I pray that it's my day. You see, it's hard to study when your stomach rumbles. And it's even harder when your baby brother has a daughter. And you watch him trying to find that balance between being a father and all you do is watch with sympathy, cause your pocket's empty. See, Carvin's told me strive, and Dalek taught me drive. But my empty refrigerator's teaching me to survive on a couple of dollars, and swallowing all my pride got me gone to live. It feels like we living to die. That's for my niggas in college, them students with empty pockets, stretching pennies to dollars, them artists, hoopers, and scholars loaded with student loans because my mama working blue collar and $20,000 tuition, that ain't an option, nigga. We graduated, we already in debt, already feel dead. Maybe stacks and heavy checks can make my life resurrect. I know my attitude is negative, but so what's my account? And this is my account of Sally Mae Blues, Sally Mae Blues. So can you spare $1 for the student in college? If you give me a dime, then I'll show you one of my rhymes. If you give me a quarter, I give you one of my poems. I got Sally Mae Blues. I said Sally Mae Blues. Sally Mae Blues. I said Sally Mae Blues. True story. They say, the more you know, the more you owe. But the more you owe, the less you grow. So the more the price, the more the loan. You sell your soul. Wishing college was free. I guess knowledge came with a fee. But every job wants a degree. So we hustle, we struggle, we graduate, then it doubles. We crabs in this bucket, a couple fish in a puddle got me asking myself, why the fuck am I here? I know the education system wants to point me with fear. They make it seem like college ain't an option. Stop working, but without that piece of paper, they say you worthless. Education's a lock with a $20,000 key, and we can't afford it, so maybe this isn't for me. So they up the price overnight, tuition spikes. So what it's like for a nigga whose breakfast money was my textbook money, can't feed my brain and my stomach. Make a choice about the one you feed, the other one will suffer. To Sally Mae Blues. I said Sally Mae Blues. So can you spare $1 for the student in college? If you give me a dime, then I'll show you one of my rhyme. I got Sally Mae Blues. Nigga, Sally Mae Blues. So can you spare $1 for the student in college? I take PayPal. I take my fucking cashier's checks. But if you feeling what I'm feeling, I need you to say fuck Sally Mae. I said fuck Sally Mae. Say fuck student loans. Fuck student loans. Feel that shit. Say fuck student loans. Fuck that. Fuck that. Just say fuck being broke. Dog. Fuck being broke. Fuck being broke. Yeah. Fuck being broke. Check. So I'm gonna do one more. Is that cool with you? But see, y'all sitting back down. This one is actually the most turned of all my songs right now. Like for real, this song is about to be the most turned. I know like Sally Mae's hard to beat because it's turned as fuck. I mean the bass is crazy and niggas is shaking ass and shit. But look at. This one's about to be turned, but I mean, if you don't want to stand up, that's cool. I mean, I don't know why you got legs, but that's what's up. But y'all should get up because this one I wrote this for you guys. Y'all gonna hear this shit and be like, oh shit, it's not an all moment. Can y'all get up though one more time? Cause we gonna turn it real quick. Y'all get up one more time. If there's anything I want to stress to you tonight, besides the fact that I take cash and check donations, more power. More power. More power. More power. More power. M-O-O-R. Power. More power. More power. More power. More power. Run more power. Yeah. Y'all ready? Take that one arm out again real quick. Take that second arm out again, turn it towards you. Make that fist, and pump those turn-up arms real quick. We're gonna get them turn-up muscles ready real quick. Turn up. Ooh. So when I say more power, you say more power. More power. Louder. More power. More power. This is for every single, pardon my French, white kid that I went to private school with. For every teacher that never told me about my motherfucking history. This is for everybody who come from where I come from and don't know where the fuck they come from. Hands up. Hands up. Bounce. Turn it up. 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 Y'all ready? More power. Louder. More power. Louder. More power. Check. Locks in my head, that's a crown, nigga. The real Lion King with click full of cats at a scrap. Any pack of chihuahuas, Rastafarian shotters with the pride of Mufasa. We mobbing in Hondas, letting iron scream. 916 got off my town, nigga. And niggas know me from the north to the south, and they ain't never left the porch from their house. I know some homies that'll put a foe in your mouth. Let's see if you bout it, I highly doubt it. And I think I found a new sound, nigga. Another EP and a brown jigger. Then open up for home drop. Homies draws drop like draws drop after the show. Now it's apparent flow harder since in the block in my inner circle small as a dot. And I can't get down with these clown homies, rather be in the booth with the loud homie. Third eye drops with a cloud vision. Graduated from backpack rapper, left the cap in the gown, missing more power. Keep digging. More power. I say fuck Donald Trump. Look, locks in my head, I'm a wild nigga. The Panther party back, pro-black bitch to a black face. Ooh. And who am I, the Huey Freeman of rap? If City James riding with me, they rally with me, cause I'm patrolling. And I'm policing all polices, all the policies of these hypocrisies. A militia without a mission, militia with a mission. Riot, yep, fire squad looking out the window with a shotty like Malcolm. Cause no one man should have all that power. But them white men that gave my hood powder, gave us guns and then took our father. To our father we pray, Christ Allah. Lord please keep me safe and I promise I shall watch out, pull my Glock out, aim this trigger, protect my niggas, I respect my sisters, can't neglect my children. More power, keep digging. More power, more power, louder, more power. Look, I see a whole lot of niggas that we could've called king, whole lot of women that we should've called queen. Only way out is a football team, or a rap star life, or a hoop squadron. Them KKK, but they call police. Jail cell high school, but they on same street. Where the crackheads teach, and the preachers leech. But I wish the president could see a whole lot of niggas that we could've called kings, whole lot of women that we could've called queen. Only way out is a football team, or a rap star life, or a hoop squadron. Them KKK, but they call police. Jail cell high school, but they on same street. Where the crackheads teach, and the preachers leech. And I wish the president could see what I see. I say more. More power. More power. More power. Hold up. More louder. More power. Rock with me, more louder. More power. Put your motherfucking fist in the light. More power. More power. More power. Yeah. More louder. More power. I really fuck with y'all, yo. Like, I really fuck with you. So what I need y'all to do is one more time, say this with me. And I say fuck Donald Trump. I said fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. More power. Make some noise for that DJ, y'all. So, before I get out of y'all here, who just said squad? I don't know what it is, but squad! Squad! I don't even know who it is, but straight up, if you hear squad, you have to call that shit back. In conclusion, George Bush loves niggas, and so did Abe Lincoln. And the Civil War was fought for my slave freedom. Racism dead and we are born equal. Guns kill people, not people. TV's not evil. Asada's not a hero. Obama runs shit, yeah, he's the real leader. I love the police. I rock with the cops because they serve to protect with the utmost respect of the people. And the media isn't force feeding us. The magazines are grabbing readers and misleading us. Zimmerman followed Trey because he should have been. Untrained cop to the law, he was ignorant. Trey taxed at his ground. He was innocent, and the trial wasn't fixed in his benefit. And Sean Bell was a well-known criminal, and television ads are the furthest from subliminal. Yeah, every rapper tells the truth up in their interviews. Martin Luther King had a communist regime. Marcus Garvey in the Panther Party was Illuminati. Get your credit card out. You can pay for your faith. $29.99 plus shipping and H, nigga. Pick a religion. Go buy your blessings with a swipe of your debit. You can buy your way to heaven. And crack ain't from the government. AIDS came from the motherland. Ronald Reagan and crack are not synonymous. So believe everything you hear in politics. And Rush Limbaugh's not a racist. Pro-sports is a new age slavery. You can live off a minimum wage. Chick-fil-A doesn't taste like Confederate flag. See, the education system is raising millions. Attention deficit disorder is a clinical condition. Less Africans in college and inhabitants of prison. Natural habitat of niggas is the hood in the city. But the Holocaust never happened. Man, ain't no facts to back that. In fact, Hitler was a pastor of a Southern Baptist church in the Alabama backwoods, a part-time rapper with a black man's swagger. His dad was Mandela, his brother was Mick Jagger, had a Latin girlfriend with a Trinidad accent. True story, facts only. And 9/11 was a horrible attack from Iraq that we never saw coming before it happened, because they ain't never lied. Land of the free and a home where they died, that's American, like apple pie and terrorists.
Y'all give him one more big round of applause, everybody. Was I lying though? Was lyrical genius, wasn't he? He going somewhere. He going real big, man. I'm telling you. But hey, matter of fact, before we go further, who been here before? Make some noise. Who came to last year's? Who's first time at his? Okay, that's what's up. So my question to y'all, how y'all liking it so far? You digging it? Y'all digging it? You digging it, brother? You digging it, sister? All right, that's cool. So they informed me to let you guys know, everybody, we about to take an intermission, right? But everybody that was on that first half right now, and they was all raw, wasn't they? It was beautiful. They all out there with merchandise, man. They need y'all support. Because, you know what I'm saying, they got the product, they came here, they performed for you, feel me? They left their heart all on the stage. Go out there, holler at them, support them cats so they can get to New York and LA and let the world see them, because that's what they're using the money for, to travel. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to get big and bigger. So, you know, keep that in mind when you support, because you know what I'm saying, man, we all trying to climb to the top, right? Amen. Right? So if you got a barbershop, I'm gonna come get my hair cut from you, right? If you selling weed, I'm gonna come by, you know. 2 for 15, but I'm gonna come up with you know what I'm saying? Now the weed change, you get an 8 for 25. You knew that though, huh, brother? You knew that. He knew that. He like, can't even make no money off weed no more. Cannabis club open, niggas, put the weed niggas out of business. I remember 8 for $60. I got out of jail, it was $22.35. I'm like, nigga, how am I gonna survive? I better get a job. I'm only doing comedy till the price of cocaine come down, but then I'm gonna be you. Nah, I'm fucking. But it, scratch that from the record. I forgot where we was. Now, the thing is, so anyway, we're gonna take a brief intermission. It's gonna be 10 minutes flat. Make sure you go out there. There's a sister back there named Peach Oliver. Her food is immaculate. Go up over there. I mean, you know, if you're scared, say, let me get a sample. You know, I'm sure she'll give it to you. Take a little sample, man. Support all those vendors out there. And then when you come back, I lie to you now, we got 3 of the hottest. I'm gonna tell you when you come back. 10-minute intermission, and we're gonna be on back. DJ, hit him with some music to vibe to, and thank you all so much. Give the first half a big round of applause, everybody.
Before I let go,
Blue 42, we got some niggas in the back. No. The pressures of the world is so tough and it got my brain so fucked up where I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm stressed out like a woman seeing her son stretched out on the floor, too drunk to recognize her presence. What has become of my little boy? I mean, she tried to warn me. I mean, she tried to warn him. She tried to warn him of how vicious the world could be and how it's phonies out there. Every smile ain't friendly. And some of your so-called homies gonna be filled with jealousy and envy, but you stay strong and rise above that. See, you're a threat in this world simply because you black. A double threat if educated. The downfall for our people was a plot premeditated for us to be knoxed and incarcerated, nigga. Live by the law while law enforcement live by the trigger. Patrolling our neighborhoods like occupied territory, pretending to protect and to serve in the eyes of the media. But in the eyes of the media proclaimed thugs is pepper sprays and billy clubs. Damn, officer, could you loosen these cuffs? I got scars on my wrists. Lashes on my back from backstabbing rat bastards and illusionists, trying to convince me through radio and TV to be all I can be. Yeah, you know the song. Because all of a sudden my family strength ain't good enough. I got to be army strong, but what kind of heroes is my son gonna look up to when his father's gone? With no guarantee to come back. Because he's at combat with so-called terrorist shit. I'm trying to protect him from crack sales and heroin, so by his side I got to be. I'm trying to detour him from that whole nigga mentality. And this whole fucked up economy ain't nothing new because we've been living in poverty. You put your soul on the line next to some money, which one you gonna grab, honestly? That's why I asked God to shed some light on me. Give me knowledge of who I am and how I came to be. For in school, his story was the history and my story was a mystery, and we was just a branch from a chopped up family tree. A tree like other trees, torn from the root, loaded up, stacked up, and took for a journey across the sea. Some didn't make it, but the millions that did was used to build this country. America. Shackled up, beat down, next stop, Jamestown. Auctioned and sold to the highest bidder. Here you are, sir, this $120, just bought yourself a good nigga. Put him out there in the fields and give him a washcloth and broom, and if you ever need anything, come see me. I specialize in selling coons. I specialize in theft. I specialize in kidnap. I specialize in death. I specialize in the greatest crime that ever hit mankind. But remember, anybody with a chain and a whip could enslave this man, but the key is to enslave his mind. So cut him off from his kids and who he loves. Cut him off from who he is and who he was. Cut him off from his culture and where he's from. Call him nigga and call him dumb. But remember, no matter how long the night, day will come. And the day did come for them to fight and die, struggle and strive. Way before all that, I had dreams, and by any means necessary, it was necessary to rise against the pain. In fact, if it wasn't for their strength, I probably wouldn't even be alive. So I'm gonna take advantage of this education, cleanse my body from intoxication, stay far away from incarceration, and thank God that I'm free. See, in the beginning, I asked to give me knowledge of who I am and how I came to be. Well, a branch from a strong fighting family tree is what I found. And from this day forward, we all should vow not to ever, never let the slaves down.
When I was born, I was diagnosed with the stutter, not only the speech impediment, but a psychological stutter, all because of these words that I utter.
Let's go, Vaughn.
They say I take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back, and after 7 years, I was finally a college grad, still no calls from dad. But I know mom was proud because I chose this life instead. You see, last week, my professor said, go home and write a paper tonight. Let it come out of you, then it will be true, but I wonder if it's that easy. I mean, I'm one of the only black students in my program, 26, born in DC. I never lived there, but I love the streets. Then to North Carolina in the swamps where I was loved for my intelligence while having one of the lowest GPAs at the school. And now here in the Bay Area of California, 3,000 miles away, one of the only kids from my neighborhood to make it out alive, but sometimes I really feel like I'm not doing enough. My mom once told me about my great-grandfather, how he was one of the first mayors for 22 years of the first black established town in Maryland, and I'm the first to graduate college. We are black excellence with an 83-year difference, but it's still not enough. I mean, I love our country, and I love our story. I mean, being black, African American, I've never been to Africa, maybe nigga, yes, Negro, but black American, whose story began in a box to pop lock on boxes 300 years later. Henry Brown would be proud. This is the PTSD of a 300-year chattel and the white guilt of its history, because white people be like mass murders in churches and serial killers, but black people be like black on black crime on black neighborhoods. That's not what this poem is about. We are the generation to take down Confederate flags and raise a rainbow. But America is only 249 years old. The slavery ended 150 years ago. The Civil Rights Act passed 50 years ago, and Juneteenth is the only Independence Day I know. Great. And then my mom told me, you know, we were once slaves, and we came from kingdoms, and our women were queens and our men were kings, but now in this day in America, we're just target practice. And it seems like every day I walk past these neighborhoods where men just are living the American dream, where men scarf red and black scarves like white sheiks to eliminate the black race to bring about manifest destiny on their block, but it seems to always be a nigga or a cop. Just last week, one of my foster brothers was gunned down on those same DC streets. Last year, one of my friends from high school was tased to death by 4 police officers gone rogue. So rest in peace to Quasi Blue and Matthew Ajibade. It shouldn't have to be this way. Your names shouldn't be sacrificed in a poem. But I think, and I believe I do this because poetry is the art of discreet indiscretion. Everything in moderation, all good begets bad, all bad habit, eyes fixed on flashes and dreams where this reality does not exist. I mean, we are biologically equipped to live in moderation, where breathing will never be an addiction like a yin and yang orca racing the ocean, a macaw in mid-flight, rainbows losing opacity amongst the sunsets. I never got the chance to meet my grandparents. A grandfather who all I knew of was taxi cabs. I recall the wake. I looked down at his casket, then back to my mother, and fade to black. I never saw the resemblance, but I do believe I would have saw reflections in her mother because she was young, living life like it began tomorrow. There is nothing wrong with being alive until you die. Just remember the natural order of energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 9 acknowledged wonders of this world. You are about to witness the 10th. With my voice at full strength, I need your attention spans at full length for the greatest spectacle in this world. Watch as I unfurl my gift of rhyme. Twice for your ears and eyes, 1 time for your mind. I'm not one for the coffee house open mic. Candles and lattes, that ain't my hype. No disrespect meant, but I'm simply not that type. I give you the wisdom of my elders, yet my energy is youthful, 100% thorough, absolutely truthful, stark in contrast to the bullshit that you are used to. But some of you know this to be true, so I'm in no position where I have to prove myself. But before we go any further, for those unaware, I should at least introduce myself. I am Keef Brown. The one your ears have been missing, that number 2 pencil gripping, the dope rhyme ripping, ghetto John Grisham, that brown liquor sipping, nigga out of Richmond, out of spotted shit, going spit, center home skipping. Your favorite rapper, shook, scared, pants pissing. These hotel poets I'm eating. Then I'm bean pie and goofy shit, and I'm on a mission. Because it would seem that this world lives between two different extremes. And me, I'm right there in between. You can call me the golden mean. Follow me, the Keef Brown. Stay tuned. But don't touch that dial, because I suppose I should spit right now. Brace yourselves, because some of y'all ain't seen me in a while. As I kick back and relax with a couple of substances to help ease my stress, I can't help but be mesmerized as I fantasize about a couple of sexy songstresses I long to sex. I'm willing to bet Elvana could suck a dick and lick some balls too. I'd love to catch her backstage and ask her, what that mouth do? I heard you got some nice vocal cords. I want to feel if it's true, and she'll respond with a horny smile and say, I only want to give it to you. She'll get to sucking and slurping, my hips get to twisting and jerking till she say, Keith, be still. Then I bust off in her mouth, she swallow, lick her fingertips and ask, can I get a refill? Now, Miss Badu could get it from the back while I grip tight on them hips. Move my thumbs closer to the middle to spread them pussy lips, cause I wanna see that kitty slobber at the base of my dick, and even in the next lifetime, she'll be fiending for this. Sitting in window seats on a flight from Dallas to the Bay to come see Keef and get on this meat, cause nobody does it better. Not Andre, J-Elect, or the DOC. Now, normally, as a big man, I'm not too fond of big girls. I think it's too much work to maintain an erection. But Jill Scott done lost some weight, and plus I've been in the gym, so I think I can make an exception. So she can take a long walk around the park after dark, up to my apartment. She may need to vent. Say she been starving like Marvin for some sexual healing. I tell her lay down on the bed, point them ankles to the ceiling. Legs resting on my shoulder, kind of heavy, but I'm dealing. I'm stroking, she's squealing. She say, take that rub off. It's getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Now the thought comes with ease to say I'd have Alicia Keys get down on her knees, but where's the fun in that? See, I'd rather we learn something from one another, and that way we both keep coming back. So she can teach me about a woman's worth, and I can teach her how to hold this girth and reinforce the notion that a real man knows a real woman always comes first. Give her that hurricane tongue, she'll be hitting me up for weeks, saying she completely forgot the way Swizz beats. I'll tell Beyonce's Lady Driver, leave that partition down. I want her to see us play. She claims she want that cherry turned out. She ought to be careful what she say. I got one shade of black, beating all 50 shades of gray, make her orgasm so hard she won't come. She'll stay. Yes, an encounter with Mrs. Carter would certainly be wild. I'll serve her dick on a platter, that service with a smile. Leave that pussy leaking, knees weaking for a while. But if that condom break and that period late, it's not a mistake. That's destiny's child. Sometimes my fantasies get kind of wild. I might even be reaching a bit. But I got dreams of fucking an R&B chick.
Years ago in early June, a pretty lady waited for a baby girl to drop. Years later in that pretty lady's living room, I looked the baby in the eyes and the world stopped. The first words out of mouth was, nigga, shave your face. The first thought that came to mind was, change your pace. At the time, yeah, I was in a crazy place. And I ain't know it then, but I had found my saving grace. So when she told me dope boys wasn't fly to her, I did what I had to do. I lied to her. And as lies tend to do, it backfire when the people kicked the door at 12:49 again. And she surprised me when she waited for me. All she told me was, baby, don't you ever leave my side again. So yeah, it's hard at times, but it's worthwhile. And I'll make the song cry to make her smile. This world can't touch us. Trust love, with us love, they ain't never seen such love. Breakups, makeups, can't remember what the fuss was. And make love, that's us love, plus I still lust love. For your body and your touch love, something I never get enough of. Shit get rough love, do what we must and it just love. cause ours is a tough love. I share my struggle and you tell me what you going through. You keep my secrets for me and I keep yours for you. I cried, you cried, that's so overused. But damn right we cried together, tears overdue. See, you were armor on your heart, but I stripped you bare. And everywhere you said it hurt, I kissed you there. And when that hurt is heartache, that's a soul kiss. And you return the favor, that's why my soul glow. Now all my homies is like, but what kind of song is this? You sit a spell and I'ma tell you since you don't know. This is a love song, through the rain, sleet, and mud song, through the tears, sweat, and blood song. It's been tested so I know that my love strong. Song, don't want to, if my love wrong, song, it's hard at times, but it's worthwhile. Now I make the song cry to make her smile. This world can't touch us. Trust love, with us love, they ain't never seen such love. Breakups, makeups, can't remember what the fuss was. To make love, that's us love. Plus I still lust love, for your body and your touch love. Something I never get enough of. Shit get rough love, do we must and it just love. Cause ours is a tough love.
Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. With you I spend my time, for you I spend my life. I sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you.
And now they don't know what to do with me. I overcame it and became this cause you believe. So can they blame me when I tell them that you and me share a love like Adi Davis and Ruby D's? I wasn't ready for it, no, I didn't plan for you. But I was taught that the greatest thing a man could do is sacrifice himself and make plans for two. Then we can turn 2 to 3, maybe 4 or 5. Turn off the lights, light a candle, let me hold you tight. I earned your love, don't wanna see this world through sober eyes. I swallow pride for love, but never let go love for pride. My daddy looking down like that's my boy, I showed him right. And over time, you and I become us. And it's us until you and I become dust. So yeah, it's hard at times, but it's worthwhile. And I make the song cry to make her smile.
It's gotta be
this
a tough
love. Trust love, with us love, they ain't never seen such love. Break up, make up, can't remember what the fuss was. Then make love, that's us love.
Be
Plus I feel love for your body and your touch love. Something I never get enough of. When shit get rough love, do what we must and it just love. Cause ours is a tough love.
Y'all give everybody in the cypher a big round of applause, everybody. Big round of applause for them. Did y'all feel that? Y'all liked it? If you liked it, say yeah. Say hell yeah. All the weed smokers say. All the coke heads go. I can't fuck with no coke head. Everybody got a coke head partner. I went to the club, my partner hit the coke, he like blood. I'll kill everybody in this motherfucker. What? Hit the weed, nigga. Hit the weed like, you right. You right. But I'll still kill everybody in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with manufactured drugs is the moral of the story. Y'all ready for the next act? Say yeah. Say yes. Say for sure. Say okay. Say cool. Hello. What it do? East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland. But Jack and London got them visions though. Jack and London got a movie theater and an Amtrak. I don't know. Where y'all from though? East Oakland in the building, make some noise. West Oakland? Oh, there's only 2 of us. We gotta have each other back, all right? North Oakland? Oh, good. Niggas try to jump me at Tech one day. You know, back then. Real talk. Bush ride niggas. Richmond. And we ain't have no metal detectors at the door. Richmond in the building and no metal detectors at the door. That's what you telling me, bro? Take a picture of the crowd. I need to be able to point a nigga out later. That was him, 5th row, nigga. Nigga with the missing tooth. Richmond niggas always missing teeth. You ever notice that? Them some country ass niggas in Richmond, ain't that? Man, let me keep the show going. I'm sorry. Y'all ready for the next act? Next act coming to the stage, man. And man, I've heard, man, they in the back, man. I heard nothing, but I've never seen him before. But I've heard nothing but wonderful things about the dude. And he gonna come out here and lay y'all. I want y'all to get the same love
that you've been giving everybody else, because I'm telling you right now, this lineup coming up right now is pure mother fire. So everybody, please give a big round of applause for Brian Joseph, everybody. Big round of applause.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for having me to the stage. I'm gonna play a little music for y'all. Let me get that set up right here, and we're gonna get it popping.
Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, just be comfortable. I'll be right here next to you. Look, hey, shout out what it do, what's happening? Pete, the way you move, I can tell you make it happen. I see you walking around like your feet don't hurt. Shout it just cold like the heat don't work. She independent, you be ballin' on the budget. She riding in the flies, all the real, love it. Money making mission, she just steady chasing duckets. Shout it, she ain't playing, she just ballin' never nugget. G5 fly, Lord, oh my, can't help still here, time you all by. Got a thing for a night, I can see it in your eye. What I gotta do for a piece of pie? Tell me you feeling alright. Tryna get with you tonight.
Thank y'all so much. I got a couple more for y'all. Just wanted to say that was a big tribute to somebody who I think is at the forefront right now about speaking on what we're doing and as a people and, you know, how we're moving forward together. That's my man Kendrick, so much love to him. Next song is a cappella. Thank y'all. I have one more song for y'all today. So it's only the second time I've done my set like this, and I thought it'd be really important that for a show like this, I have a song that incorporates lyrics and a message. So there's a little something I'd like to get into that I think a lot of us in the audience here know about and are very familiar about. Just quick off, how many black mothers do I have in this crowd tonight? Let me get a yes. Clap it up. Now, y'all are amazing, and I know that your memory is amazing, so I know that y'all remember a certain time in your child's life that it was a very serious talk you had to give them probably before they went out. And I know this because my mom had the same talk with me. And that talk goes along something along the lines of, son, you can't go acting like everybody else out there, okay? Because there's people out there that are looking for people just like you, and only people like you. And I think there's a big gravity in that conversation, and we all have to have it with our kids, and it's a huge, huge thing. It affects kid and mother alike. That changed my life forever, the moment I heard that. Just looking in your mother's eyes and see the pain when she's trying to tell you that, because she doesn't want to, but she has to. So anyway, in light of all that, my girlfriend, Kimmy Tan, who's I'm about to bring out here on stage, she's a songwriter, and talking to her about this, we really thought that a song with the message of that mom speaking to her son is something that, needs to exist. So we wrote a song called Killers in Blue, and we're gonna perform that here for you for the first time tonight. Thanks for bearing with us, y'all. All y'all husbands like, yeah, I'm way better than that right now. Yeah, I'm a man. Say hello.
Hello. One second. Okay. So this is called Killers in Blue. Son, don't wear no more loose clothes. Don't run. They'll call you one of those. Call him sir, even when you did no wrong. Don't sling, just act like you belong. Don't reach for your pockets. Don't look in their eyes. They have to meet a quota. Won't resist to pull the trigger. Summer and killers in blue. Only willing to waste people like you. The killers in blue. They're not all bad, but they're out there too. Killers in blue. Say I'm exaggerating, but how would they know? Their kids don't have to hear the truth. Son, in this society, headlines like unarmed black teen get shot to death or beat to death by some cop, but they'll have their freedom cause they'll tell them they felt threatened. Pull up your pants and swallow your pride. They have to meet a quota, won't resist to pull the trigger. Summer killers in blue, only willing to waste people like you. The killers in blue, they're not all bad, but they're out there too. The killers in blue. Say I'm exaggerating, how would they know? Their kids don't have to hear the truth. They're killers. Make sure you're not seen with more than 3 friends. Make sure you're not out late on the weekend. Make sure your hands are seen at all times. All times. And to the killers in blue, only willing to waste people like you. The killers in blue, they're not all bad, but they're out there too. The killers in blue. Say I'm exaggerating, but how would they know? Their kids don't have to hear the truth. They're killers. Make sure you're not seen with more than 3 friends. Make sure you're not out late on the weekend. Make sure your hands are seen
Give me 10, everybody. So we got one more BKJ song up, and then I'm out. But it's been wonderful hanging with you guys and playing for y'all. Y'all received me beautifully. So without further ado, here's my last one.
Y'all get a brother one more big round of applause, y'all. He was out there killing that thing, wasn't he? He was killing them. If I knew how to play, I would try to romance chicks, just lay back, baby. Nah, what you getting scared for? Just sit back. Just sit back. Close your eyes, hear my voice. Now give one more. Hey, ain't the music been good tonight? And these some youngsters getting up here. The young blood early, spitting that fire. We got the music is cool, man. You know the radio crazy right now. You know, y'all know they got a song called "Fuck That Bitch," and that's all they say through the whole song. Y'all ever heard it? Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that. You heard it, right? I'm not the only one, right? You heard it before? Fuck that bitch. The whole song. That's 2015 shit, you know? Back in the day, they used to be, I'm so tired of being alone. You feel me? I'm so tired of on my own.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
I know all the days won't be perfect, but sugar, can you stand it?
Fuck that bitch.
Sugar pie, honey bun.
Fuck
You
that
know
bitch.
that Can you stand the rain?
Fuck that bitch.
That's what we call it. Back in the day, they even used to be discreet. I'm in your lollipop, you can lick me everywhere. Now,
Fuck that bitch.
now you gotta eat the booty like groceries. You gotta sell dope for me. You gotta sell your soul for me. I gotta turn my back on God and take penitentiary chances. And eat the ass to fuck with you.
Fuck that bitch.
And that's a real.
Fuck that bitch.
Y'all ready for the next act? Oh, before I bring back, hey, if any of y'all, if I made any of y'all laugh tonight at one point at all, I need your help. See, I'm gonna be performing one last time this year before I go undercover for about 6 months, because I gotta put some things on. I ain't gonna be performing no more. I'm performing 2 more times this year, but I want y'all to come out Tuesday, only if you're free. I got some free tickets for y'all. I'll pass them out later, though. I'm gonna be at Tommy T's Tuesday. So, and I'm gonna be headlining. And I'm trying to show them I could do it, because they like blacks don't support each other. I'm like, shit. I'm like, they'll support if I give them a free ticket. You know. But I'm passing out some tickets a little later, and it's gonna be this Tuesday. I know some of y'all gotta work and that, so if you can't make it, it's understandable. But hopefully you can make it. So I ain't gonna be soliciting at the door like, here, take a ticket. But if you want a ticket, you see me, be like, hey, blah, hey, nigga, give me one of them tickets, and I got you. So anyway, y'all ready for the next act? Say yeah. Say yes. Say come on, man. This next cat coming to the stage, man, he's one of my personal favorite poets. I mean, damn near ever, man. There's only a few of them I really, really, really like, man. This dude is one of them. I rocked with him back in the day when he used to run the Air Lounge every Wednesday. You feel me? Oh, y'all must know who I'm talking about there. You feel me? I think they called it Mouth Off. They was with, hot water cornbread. You know what I'm saying, man? He been on Arsenio Horror Show, man. He verses and flows. He been killing it all over the globe, basically. So everybody, start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. And give a big round of applause for Mr. Prentice Powell, y'all.
Okay, so Daddy has to do poetry right now, so you gotta be quiet for a little bit, okay? Cool? Cool? Okay.
You know, they say that if God gives you a gift and you don't use it, he'll take it away. And you don't need to sit me around the circle of people with the same problem for me to admit that I have an addiction and I abuse it every chance I get. See, I now realize God gave me a gift, so I no longer fight this shit. And I can't recall how many times I called in sick just so I could write this uninterrupted with no distractions, no corruption, just me and my thoughts dancing with each other's hearts until our wrists give way to my lips taking over, and then what comes out is beautiful medicine. Like music to your eardrums. This ink is intoxicating. I never want to be sober. Prentice Powell is an addict. Tell a friend. Tell a friend I have something valid to say in a time when broken down the dopest lines disintegrate to nonsense, in a time where a man who puts his heart into his art gets overlooked because his work contains content. So call me a junkie. Call me contaminated when the words on the radio have 12-year-olds seeking affection. Walking around brain dead, thinking with their erections, living with no fear. We got rappers telling our peers how to live. Stay strapped. Pack a gat, says a man with 13 kids who still hasn't realized he's in the streets using the wrong kind of protection connection, so I'm constantly trying to find ways of connecting to brothers who live lives so backward you would think they were dyslexic. So in case you're in here, allow me to break it down to you that understand, please, hurt and love of space, a from right, right from a space of love and hurt. Please understand that from learn the person one, at least have they so sons my four right, right for my sons, so they have at least one person to learn from. Now it get you, do you get it now? We're living blind with our right eye open and left closed. Expose the videos, hoes and balling, and I ain't gonna lie, I tried to kick this poetry shit, but if you ever picked up a pen and put it to the paper, you just know, man, come on, man, that ink can just keep on calling, you know. A lot of people call me a good father, want insight into my personal life, but I tell them don't look, because if they did, I'm scared they see how many times I've neglected my kids for my notebook, how I'm constantly on Instagram checking to see if my poetry got a mention, hate staying in hotels when I travel because I'm scared of walking into an intervention. Shit, I'm high right now. You know, sometimes I swear I caught what Gil Scott got. Sometimes I feel like a shell of my former self, a turkey without the stuffing. Last night I threw on some mid-60s soul music and found myself itching for my pen again. Now I'm on my David Ruffin. This temptation is so strong. I got people telling me to hold on, but how can I do so when the most therapeutic thing to do in my life is to write and simply let go? Amy Winehouse, gone. Kurt Cobain, gone. Whitney, gone. Either by pen or syringe. Being on stage is like flying high on a 5-day coke binge. This is my life. This shit ain't for everybody. You gotta have strong veins because this shit can cut deep. Hi, my name is Prentice, and I'm an addict. Or at least I thought I was. If I leave it up to society, I have no clue who I am. If I leave it up to social media, I'm somebody depending on how many likes I get. If I leave it up to my exes, who knows what they would say? If I leave it up to my family, I have a good idea what they'd say. But if I leave it up to this system, the system would tell me there is no you. There is only who I want you to be. From your latest cell phones to the style seen in your most recent videos to my implementation of what you call swag. If you can't brag about how many women you have or the $200 denim on your ass, you are worthless. Your purse is not hot if it is a fall edition and we are in the winter. And as long as your kids have Jordans on their feet, it is okay if they have to eat top ramen for a week for dinner. Your check is in the mail. You fail at becoming grown men, so you don't bother with your younger ones. Give them to me, I'll program them to Viacom. Have them growing up with a single mom and no males to emulate and wonder why so many begin to have extensive rap sheets and ADD with no off switch and download a defense that is nothing but false self-confidence shown through them being overly aggressive. Your misguided women want nothing but diamonds and Fendi. Or dreams of finding a professional athlete to pay for their lives because to them being a wife is not a lifestyle, it is trendy. Trendy to have like a little black dog carried around in a bag. The deconstruction of your black woman and man are going according to plan. Flip the coin, and for those who have chose not to go down that road, make sure that any statement they make that may challenge their masculinity are followed by statements of insecurity. No homo, we can't have them thinking for themselves. Program dreams to be a mirage. Close enough to see, yet too far to reach. Set their aesthetics to pathetic, AKA camouflage. Allow them to blend in, keyword trend. Downtown corners full of rappers who refuse to give up even though their shit sucks, but we won't allow them to say their piece. At the very least, it'll make them a quick buck. Any more success, initiate operation exploitation. Throw them a bit more cash. I am the system. Programmed to initiate commands. You niggas, you people are programmed not to ask. Empty vessels who have sold their souls a long time ago, and you call me robotic. I am the system, systematically set to just do. You are systematically set to just do and not think, and you call me robotic. Error, redundancy, error, repeat, error, redundancy. Pardon me. I was scanning your culture's current popular music. You want a cop to pay for killing one of you, yet carry a no-snitching policy in your own community, which allows you niggas, you people, to have absolutely no accountability. Irony, overload, reset. I am the system. Systematically set to desensitize your senseless activities surrounds your society, simultaneously making you love me while shaking in your boots. And for those who dare to overthrow me, allow me to remind thee, 'tis I who provides you with the land and seeds you use to grow your little grassroots. I am the system. So how do we unplug? How do we unplug for a system that's designed for us to fail? For a system that I've yet to master, so I have no idea what to tell this little girl about when she's 10, 15, 20. My two boys, I have no clue what to tell them. How do we detach ourselves when we are programmed to put, as soon as we turn our phone on, our Instagram, our Snapchat, our Facebook, and that's the first thing we do. I've been trying so hard, y'all, not to get on social media as much as I usually do. So I started to go beyond the internet for the knowledge I was seeking and got back into reading. But now the things that I'm speaking are seeming to have more of a deeper meaning to me. See, now I'm starting to think shame on me for believing the first thing someone was willing to feed me. See, I was wondering why I wasn't growing, but I wasn't sowing anything. Walking around feeling like dirt while the media planted their own seeds in me. And now that I realize that I get criticized for believing in me. I mean, I realized I didn't want a bunch of little ones floating around, so I put every hole I knew into the ground to turn over some fresh soil, because let's keep it real, 3 kids later, I didn't cultivate it enough. Now I'm just trying to grow up and sew up all loose ends, stop watering the ground, which makes it so easy for women to slide right into your DMs, and yes, contrary to popular belief, women do it too. See, it's a different kind of juice you got after a couple million views for pouring out your heart on national TV, but when you mean it, you begin to internally analyze the demons that wrestle with your thoughts on a day-to-day basis, and all of a sudden come new faces and old ones too, who for some reason think that being on TV means that you made it, when the truth is you're still at the bottom of the barrel, only now it's just a little bit more decorated. But now those who have known you beyond that 15 minutes of what they claim to be your fame begin to criticize me and my poetry as if I write this shit for some reason other than to save myself from myself. But don't applaud me. Applaud these pages that have no way to let go of the notes that I've created while I continue to try to grow up. And for a minute, I got into similes and metaphors, but it's about so much more. It's about having the ability to surgically remove the cancer from my body with a pen. It's, can I make you smile without feeling happy? Can I tell you the truth and not worry about if you'll accept me afterwards? Celebrating laughter in the midst of my own tears. Can I stop being scared of my own potential and say on stage with a straight face, still young, but at an older age, that I just want to grow up and be that rock for my family that my father wasn't for the one that he could have had? Can I please stop perseverating on my dad? Can I accept the fact that I can't recreate the system, forget about being a good father, and simply work at being a better one, while dispelling the myth that a man with 3 kids by 3 different women cannot possibly care for, love, and raise all of his children while creating a positive image of the black family? Understand, we do this with no blueprint. Superfly kidnapped my daddy. He was too busy walking with the hose up the track to watch me run down the field. There I go talking about my father again. Which always leads to a lot of nights of no sleep that feel a lot more like bad dreams. You know, it's a trip. As a child, I had a best friend named Freddie who lived on Elm Street. Coincidence maybe, but then again, things aren't always what they seem. Just ask Mr. Cosby. I said it. Just ask Mr. Cosby. I'm just trying to even the odds we have been given, and I hate math, but I do want to add up to something so my children don't feel like nothing to end up subtracted before being able to multiply. You know, they say educated black men who aren't afraid to speak up don't live long lives in this country, which is why my will is already written but never broken. I'm just hoping I say something that sticks before it's my time to go, and no, I have no problem becoming a martyr. Don't need anyone to die for me. My family says I'm going insane. I've been having this reoccurring dream that I'm growing a mane, change my name to Cecil, take a bad trip to the dentist, make the front page just to finally feel what it's like to have this country cry for me. But that would make me just another dead black man. That's what this country wants. But a lot of y'all out there still want the old me to show up. But honestly, you can leave me alone and don't have to pick up the phone when I call. Just please respect my growth and allow me to grow up. And as we grow, we learn about this thing called love. Right. And I think love starts at, you want to give her your fruit snacks. And then you get a little bit older and, you want to see if you can get her number. And then now with this generation, you're willing to give her the code to your phone. Those things say, nope, you ain't in love yet. And then you get to that love part where it's all physical, right? And then you get to the true love. Like that true love. And a lot of people talk about love as if it's something that is butterflies and fireworks. And we hold hands, we swing them. But you haven't felt true love until the day your soul helps your broken heart pick up its own pieces. And to the moment she says, I'm leaving, and means it. And that shit hits harder than any game of duck, duck, goose her head ever played with your headboard. The head games are over, and you never told her you were sorry. True love hurts. And there's no medication to numb the growing pains. True love is what makes women ask why they still stay. True love are the traces of failed relationships left on your skin in the form of bad acting that makes you reconsider. Maybe their hands weren't as pure as you thought the first time they touched your face, but you know you have a few calluses too, so I guess that makes everything okay. True love are things you wish you didn't say. Words that linger in the air like pepper spray on a hot summer night in Ferguson, Baltimore, Cleveland, Oakland, USA. True love will leave you shot up and left for dead like a black man trying to make it home at the end of the day. True love will make you scared to death to go outside to possibly find the most beautiful bullet to patch up the exit wound your ex left behind the day she walked out of your life, and then I meet you. A woman I would gladly break myself 1,000,000 times for just to see the masterpiece you create with my fragments. Has anyone ever told you that you are love's surgeon? True love is the way she speaks to you with her eyes in a language only you understand as you speak back completely in man with your heart, her heart having a sparring session against the palm of your hand from being pinned down while looking everything like a pin up. And although you attend church every Sunday with pride, being inside of her is the closest a God you have ever felt in your life. True love is spiritual, and I wonder if you still pray for me. True love makes no sense. It will have you diving head first into a pool of hard lessons, drowning in too much air that at one point in time, the both of you used to share. I've been praying for days for an asthma attack just to have my breath taken away. Can you please come back? Truth is, I haven't seen a shooting star since the day you walked out of my life, which is probably why I don't know what to wish for anymore. Don't know what to write. Don't know how to act. This poem means nothing without you. I am mute, and I just want my voice back. True love is the most beautiful pain I have ever felt, and I just want to hurt again without hurting you again. They say you haven't felt true love until the day your soul helps your broken heart pick up its own pieces and they both get tired of sweeping. Pack up their things and leave your body the moment she says I'm leaving and means it. And I promise you that shit will hit harder than any game of duck, duck, goose her head ever played with your headboard. The head games are over, and it's all because you never told her you were sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And I continue to be sorry. And I keep apologizing. And men who look like me typically spend a lot of our lives apologizing for our actions, for our growth, for our decision not to do what we were doing last week today. We apologize for not learning quick enough. We apologize for reminding you of your father. We apologize for the fact that we don't want to be glorified for being a father. We apologize for everything on this planet. We deal with so many things that we apologize for on a daily fucking basis. And then we realize we're black. And then we walk out of the house. And we spend so much time apologizing for so many things that we should not apologize for, because we're not even, this ain't even a fucking poem. We're not even taught that we're human. We're treated like we're something else in every category of our life. If we're athletic, we're a spectacle. If we can speak clearly and enunciate our words, we're fucking good at talking. If you see me kiss my children, I'm a great man. I'm a black man in this country. Being a black man in America means being your brother's keeper. How can we forget that? For real. Being a black man in America means being your brother's keeper while keeping a distance from your brother, because I don't trust him further than I can see him. It's believing the cops don't give a fuck about you. It's learning how not to doubt yourself, because when you're born, everyone else already does. It's the love you have for your mother regardless of her flaws, and it's dealing with your daddy issues so your son doesn't have to. Being a black man in America is a gift. It's a blessing. A blessing God chose for me to receive because he believes I can handle it. It's a gamble. It's knowing every time you step outside, the world is a poker table, and whether you like it or not, your chips are all in. It is the grin you put on your face every time you feel pain, just to let the world know they will not break you. Right after dropping down to your knees, praying to God, asking him to heal you, because the pressure has gotten way too real. So you do something stupid like pop 30 pills, but it still doesn't kill you. But what will is something as simple as going to the corner store without your pistol that's tucked under your mother's floorboard. Or what will is not detaching yourself from your best friend's dangerous lifestyle because your loyalty won't let you. Because you know, had he not been around when that incident went down, you may not be here right now. Being a black man in America is Prentice Powell knowing he could have easily been Mike Brown. Hands up in the air screaming, don't shoot, end up with 6 bullets in my body, face down on the ground. Being a black man in America is to spend your days constantly trying to find ways to get in a fair swing at this game while having the umpire tell you you're out before you even step to the plate. It is to work minimum wage to be paid in Cracker Jacks as the whole world watches you with open eyes as you sift to get to a bottom of the box only to find out that there is no prize. It means that you can die with a pack of Skittles in your pocket, have your murderer acquitted, then deemed as a celebrity to participate in a boxing match against a washed-up drug addict who used to rap, have people who look just like you pay to see that shit on pay-per-view, even though it won't bring your life back. It means black boy, turn your music down, play it loud if you want. But Pierre, that may be the last gas you ever pump. Being a black man in America means stay the fuck out of Florida. And I got a 7-year-old who still lives in Florida. It's telling your children not what they want, but what they need to hear. Being a black man in America is me telling my 2 boys at the ages of 7 and 4 that they are already feared. Being a black man in America is not knowing how to swim, yet still having to keep your head above water. It's learning how to patch up your boat while teaching your children how to stay afloat. It is refraining from saying so many things that you want to say. It's knowing when to run fast and walk slow, because I know between me and you to this country, it is already a race to the grave. Being a black man in America is to literally possess everything that lacks in America. Why do you think they work so hard for us not to succeed? We are hypochondriacs of the soul who bleed when we speak. Being a black man in America is a full-time job you will never see a single penny for. There are no breaks, no time off, no benefits. It's a lifelong commitment and an early death sentence. Being a black man in America is to be a black man in America. And unless you are a black man in America, you will never understand what it's like to be a black man in America. But please, don't pity us. Envy us. We are whole pieces of broken. Some too shattered to care. Some just trying to put the pieces back together. Thank you. 'Cause 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 'cause
Prentice Powell, y'all. Prentice Powell. Wonderful. Fire, right? Man, this next cat, man, it's been a fire show, hasn't it? It's been a real fire show. I'm back there just amazed. But this next cat, and I believe our last act of the night, phenomenal. I met the cat like 10 years ago, man. I'm outside of, y'all ever remember the Java House back in the day? Anybody remember that? We outside, you know I'm a youngster. This is about 10, 12 years ago. Me outside, we got smoking. And then we hear this fire just coming out the building, right? And I swear I thought it was KRS-One. I'm like, KRS-One in the town. And everybody was crowding around the door. We trying to peek, and it was this dude sitting there, spitting. And he was like, thank y'all, man. I'm Amir Sulaiman. And everybody went crazy. I'm talking about blood. Y'all gonna enjoy. I hope y'all enjoy them like I do, man. So everybody, please give a big, big round of applause for Mr. Amir Sulaiman, everybody.
Peace, how are you? It's my pleasure to be here with you. I'm glad that you're still here. As he said, everybody's been touching this thing like it's gonna. Okay. So it's my pleasure to be here with you. It's my special pleasure as a resident of Oakland and as a traveler. I actually rarely get a chance to perform at home. So it's a wonderful opportunity by our hosts to invite me here to share some poetry with you. So, okay, so all the poems that I'm gonna recite this evening, I've heard them all before, so it's not terribly exciting for me in that kind of way, right? So I've heard all the poems, I have all the poems. If it was just about me and my poems, I could be at home with my poems. I could have my feet up eating like some Captain Crunch, watching reruns of Martin, reciting the poems, right? So it's not special for me in that kind of way. The only thing that's making it special for me is that you're here. So I thank you very much for making it special for me. That's the only good thing that's gonna happen this evening is that you're here. That being said, and the other reason why this is important is as a traveling artist, like, you know, my brother Prentice, like Javon, like many other people maybe that came on the stage, is that it's never quite the same as it is at home, you know, because you wrote from this place and these people share this place and this mind and this experience, and so you get something from the audience that you don't get in other places. And actually I'm getting ready to get on a plane after this and go to another place. I'm gonna go to England and I'm gonna be doing some poetry there, and I know already, I haven't done any poetry yet, I know already this is gonna be better than that. I already know, right? So this is perfect for me to have this experience before getting on a plane and going and sharing you with them, because I always feel like an ambassador, you know, like I'm taking you guys with me and I wanna represent you well. Okay, so all that being said, I would love this to be more of a conversation than a presentation. So I don't have like forever here. That sounded like a deep statement, meaning I don't have like all kind of time here on the stage, right? But I would love if you have comments or questions or concerns or something that you can, you know, express them and we can talk here. And I say some poetry and you maybe have something to say. If you don't have something to say, you don't have to say anything. But if you do have something to say, I would like it to be a conversation. Can we accomplish this? Okay, we need consensus. That was probably about 13% of the people. So in order for this to work, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to have consensus here. Do we have consensus? Yes. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So now I'll say some poetry. They say the Lord will come like a thief in the night. Perhaps the Lord will come in the things that I write, in the things that we bleed, in the things that we read, in the things we recite. Maybe they're afraid I'll spit fire and these kerosene streets will ignite, or that I'll spit water in these barren streets to give life. And I've learned that the thing that pulls the fiend to the pipe is the same thing that pulls the human being to the light. The love of love, a means to cope. So I try to inhale their dreams and exhale hope. Homeboy said, man, the people either feel it or don't. So you can inhale their dreams and exhale hope, but you better chew coca leaves and spit out dope. And that reminded me of a passage in our quote. Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change the condition is what's within themselves. End quote. Inshallah, I won't falter. Steady rock Gibraltar, swift traversing waters. Verses I've authored, I offer as a solemn sacrifice upon the altar in order to alter the current conditions of our sons and our fathers. And they say we need more black mayors and black lawyers. I say we need more black John Mayers to win Grammys for singing songs about our daughters, because we are caught in a culture of defeatism, worshiping victims and martyrs. We are not victims, but victors. We but witness our honor, our brilliance, our resilience, and our beauty is farther than pimping hoes, tricking dough, Gucci and Prada. From Scio Street to Simpson Road, we are shook in the trauma of terrorism that precedes Al-Qaeda and Osama. Forget Bin Laden, Ben Franklin enslaved my great-great-grandmama, comma, great-great-grandfather, comma, indigenous nations are reservations, comma, but we caught in a coma, sleep. So the truth will have to come like a thief in the night. But if you're awake, you'll hear it in the things that we write, and the things that we bleed, and the things we recite. And because the truth will come like a thief in the night, being awake, I've learned, is the meaning of life. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? I made an agreement with you guys. Actually, I have a request. I forgot to bring some water with me. You happen to have any water back there? No, okay, I appreciate you, Bree, thank you. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? You just have to say them. I'm looking at you like I can see you, but there's nothing but light. All of y'all are jet black. But I can hear you. Is everybody? You like that? I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Prefer a broken neck. Man, I haven't done that poem in so long. Fell in love. Therefore, I will recite it now. Okay. For my next poem. Okay. All right, so listen, I'm gonna try to recite this poem. I haven't recited this poem in a long time. I didn't prepare to recite this poem. So if this goes horribly wrong, I want you to remember how dope the poem before it was. The poem before. Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. She said that she would prefer a broken neck to another broken heart, broke in parts to litter the night sky like stars. I said, but even the beauty of birth leaves its own scars, so know that you will find your home right where you are. She said, I know it sounds cliche, but I really am just waiting to exhale, just waiting to breathe easy, just waiting to inhale. She ain't waiting for no perfect man. She's not holding out for Denzel. She's just waiting for a real man, or even a flawed man that means well. An upright brother. She's just left with low-down brothers, homo thugs, and down-low brothers. And it took her some time with herself to discover that having love is even more important than having a lover. But what am I supposed to say? That it's going to be okay, but it may not be. It may be hard and ugly, difficult, complicated, rough, and bloody. I said, so many women are struggling. She said, yeah, I'd like a man to kiss me. I'd like a man to hug me, but he's got to truly love before he can truly love me. I said, I feel you. She said, no, you're not feeling me. She said, we are women bringing up seeds. Our own sons grow up thinking love is a disease. ducking and dodging real relationships and just learn to take what they please. And they treat pregnancy like an STD. The test comes back positive, it's a negative, and they are ghosts in the street, dro in the wind, only a moment to spend, and those moments are brief. Our sons' role models are rolling stones, unknown or deceased. So in this cold world, they find warmth with men, hope in the heat. I said, there's gotta be a change. She said, yeah, it's gotta be more than poems on TV. I said, I feel you. She asked me how I survived. I said, by Allah, it was my mother, otherwise I would have been dead, crazy, or institutionalized. And I often wish I could properly apologize for not really being able to thank her for giving me life. She always kept us in the good schools, even though we couldn't keep on the lights. I remember 2 jobs during the day and 1 at night. And I remember being so broke, she would have to choose between the beans and the rice. So sometimes she would put ketchup on her navy beans, so it wouldn't seem like we were in the same thing every night. 2 jobs during the day and 1 at night, and the struggle that I saw her endure, I never want to see in my wife. So I know that being a man is more than being male, and I'm focused on doing it right. But when I think about my childhood, I don't think about poverty. I remember how she hugged me, kissed me, taught me, loved me, and I know you prefer a broken neck to another broken heart. Broke in parts, lit of the night sky like stars. But remember, even the beauty of birth leaves its own scars. And know that you will find your home right where you are. And we will find our homes right where we are. Not bad? Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm just checking in with you. Everybody's okay? What is being a man? You know, actually, it's a very fitting question, particularly the program this evening, you know? I'm gonna tell you something, man. Being a man, before I even talk about what being a man is, just let's talk about the difficulty of being a man in the modern age. In a modern age, to be a man is almost criminal. It's almost illegal, you know what I mean? But kind of one of the prerequisites for manhood is you don't care. Meaning you don't care if everyone agrees. You know what you must do. In our book, the Quran, a man is described as a protector and maintainer of women. So being a protector and a maintainer of women, sometimes people think, is it because women can't protect themselves? Because of it's not the point. The point is, it is an honor, a mutual honor. The protector is honored by being a protector, and the protected is honored by being protected. If you open a door for a lady, it's not because she doesn't have enough muscles to open the door herself. It's not that it's impossible. That when you're not around, maybe she opens doors all the time, I can guarantee. She opens doors all the time. As a matter of fact, if you find yourself out with a woman and she can't open a door, maybe that's not good. Like, yo, don't you go to work and the car, you don't know how this handle thing works. But it's honor. This is one of the things that's lost in our age. If you have to put honor on a scale with swag, you see how even shameful it sounds even to compare the two? But honor isn't even mentioned. It's not even a goal. It's not even a characteristic that many people are seeking to achieve. So, for myself, what it means to be a man is what I just mentioned, but even before that and above that and around that and because of that, it is to be a divine representation of the breath of God. And it is to penetrate the surrounding space as big as your circumference is with that divine power. If your circumference is small, that's fine. If your circumference is only as big as your house, that's fine. But there are men whose circumference can cover this whole United States. There's some men whose divine power can cover the whole planet Earth. We call people like this Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Moses, right? These prophetic characters embodying the breath of God in such a manner that it penetrates all of society, all of humanity, all of the universes. This is manhood for me. Conversely, what it is to be a woman, if I may dare, is likewise to be a divine representation of the breath of God and to be able to absorb your surroundings in that divinity. And some of you can absorb only here, that's good. If you can absorb here, then that's good. And then there's some women that their divine representation of the breath of God will cover the whole earth. And who are these? We call them Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, or Mary, the mother of Jesus. These women, this representation, and this is the difference, and this is the mutual beauty, the mutual honor. One is the divine power to penetrate the universe, and one is a divine power to absorb the universe. And it's beautiful and lovely and sexy. All right, I'm gonna recite some poems. Okay. No. What's that? Which poem? Danger poem? Okay. See, like, in England, they don't threaten me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in England, like, I come do poetry, I do what I like, I leave. I'm in Oakland. Can't leave. You know what I'm saying? SubhanAllah. All right. I'm going to mention some other things, but take it easy, okay? Just take it easy. Everybody's going to get taken care of, okay? Take it easy. It's a bad idea opening the floor here. I should have just did my poems. Y'all just stay quiet. I'm saying poems, stay quiet. She asked, what does it feel like when the poem comes out? I said, it's like I'm writing my insides out, and I got to get it out before my pen dries out, before my ego finds out. Can't let my ego find out. Because when I'm writing my insides out, my every fear, my every flaw flies out in my ego where those fears and flaws hide out. So whatever I do, can't let my ego find out. If I couldn't write my insides out, I'd probably blow my bloody mind out. Instead, I write and recite to bloom your third eye out. She said, oh, that's what Danger, that man Walker's all about. I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm glad you took the divine route. I said, yeah, I took the divine route, but it's only a matter of time before the world finds out this is both heaven and hell coming out of my mouth. I've got a soft spot for widows and killers, for orphans and oracles, for the saints and the sinners. I've yet to learn the secret art of having peace at heart. I take the angst and the anger, make a piece of art, and then I speak it and I share it, and the peace departs to find its home in the warmth of the people's hearts. If I don't have peace with me, how can I have peace with God? It's all or nothing. You can't worship a piece of God. In fact, the peace of God's a facade where the secrets are. You worship God, remember God until you're seeing God. And then you're hearing and you're seeing into being God. And your hands and your feet into being God. The human being, God. Only if the human beings knew who the human beings are, my Lord. I've got a soft spot for widows and killers, for orphans and oracles, for the saints and the sinners, for prophets and niggas. Every sword is a picture. Every word is a sentence. Every sign is a scripture. This world, this life is mostly lies and fitna. Everything in this world is cursed except for those who remember. So I opened the universe and wrote a poem in its center, a post-it note. You hold it close like your coat in the winter. This will make the sky blush and make outer space spasm. Take the head of a devil, turn his castle to a chasm. A 44 Magnum within my weirdolasm since before Adam and before Adams. ATOM, ADAM, before BC, AD, AM, PM, Carpe, DM, THEM, Wolf, Dean, where them, yes, a spirit I could hear, but I couldn't see him, said play Madison Square, but I ain't believe him. He said, yo, sell out the garden, straight Adam and Eve them, then kick out the devil just to make you even. This poem has 4 reasons for being. Number 1, it is a poem of desperation. Number 2, it is a poem to remind those who would like to be reminded. Number 3, it is a poem to remind those who would like not to be reminded. And number 4, it is to inform those that don't know. I haven't done this poem in a while either. Well, yeah, y'all definitely better help with this one, because this is your fault anyway. I am not dangerous. That's the wrong first line already. Y'all supposed to chime in. Y'all not gonna chime in? Okay. I am not angry. I am anger. I am not dangerous. I am danger. I am abominable stress, idiotic, relentless. I'm a breath of vengeance. I'm a death sentence. I'm forsaken repentance to the beast and his henchmen, armed forces and policemen that survive off of oil in prisons until the cup runneth over with lost souls that were oversized caps like blindfolds, shiny necklaces like lassos, dragging them into black holes. Now may I have to holler at Fidel Castro to get my other brothers out of Guantanamo. And the innocents on death row is probably in the same proportion as the criminals in black robes that smack gavels, that smash homes, that smack gavels, that crack domes. Justice is somewhere between reading sad poems and 40 ounces of gasoline crash with the windows. Justice is between plans and action, between writing letters to congressmen and clapping a captain, between raising legal defense funds and putting a gun on the bailiff and taking a judge captive. It is between prayer and fasting, between burning and blasting. Freedom. It's between the mind and the soul. It's between a lock and the load. Between the zeal of the young and the patience of the old. Freedom. It's between the finger and the trigger. Between the page and the pen. Between the grenade and the pen. Between righteous anger and keep it one in the chamber. So what they gonna do with a man with a heart like Turner, a mind like Douglas, a mouth like Malcolm, and a voice like Chris? That's why I am not dangerous. I am danger. I am not angry. I am anger. I am abominable stress. Idiotic, relentless. I'm a breath of vengeance. I'm a death sentence. I'm forsaken repentance to the beast and his henchmen, politicians and big businessmen. I'm a teenage Palestinian opening fire at an Israeli checkpoint, point blank checkmate. Now what? I'm a rape victim with a gun cocked to his cock, bang, bang, cock. Now what? I am Sitting Bull with Colonel Custard's scalp in my hands. I am Sin K with a slave trader's blood on my hands. I am Jonathan Johnson handing a gun to my man. I am with a Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I am David with a slingshot and a rock. And if David lived today, he'd have a Molotov cocktail and a Glock. So what's next? So I say down with Goliath, but we must learn, know, write, read. We must kick, bite, yell, scream. We must pray, fast, live, dream, fight, kill, and die free. You're very welcome. You're welcome. Brimstone, I'm sure, is not even on his hard drive. That poem, I literally have not recited in 10 years, I think, that poem. My greatest influence. You know, like, when I started writing, I mean, it was hip-hop really that taught me to do what I'm doing. Before I even knew, like, poets or any of that, it was hip-hop So I remember records that changed my life, like early, like stuff like BDP and KRS-One and PRT and Public Enemy and all of that. And then, like when I first heard Illmatic and the stories and narratives. So like when you hear me doing a lot of like conversational stuff in there, that was me. Like when I heard him, I was like, it sounds so casual, but it all rhymes and it's so, but it sounds like he's just talking. That amazed me. And I was like, I want to master that. And then Black Thought of the Roots is a big influence. Andre 3000 is a big influence. You know, it's too many, you know, but then just life and people in Oakland and home and, you know, my babies and women and, you know, it's like all of it is informing me and inspiring me and influencing me all the time. She asked, where is the truth hidden? I laugh, not because she asked, but because as I'm living, I learned that the truth is hidden everywhere, literally everywhere. There is no place you can scour, search, or visit except the truth is in it. The truth is hidden, even in the question, where is the truth hidden? And the truth isn't hidden. It can't be hidden. It is the true and living. Those that are seeking to hide the truth try to convince me and you that they hid it, but they didn't. It is not that the truth isn't being spoken. Perhaps we are not ready to listen. Certainly we are not ready to listen. And you may be at home in my poem, and if not, you may just visit. And if you can't visit, I mean, maybe you shouldn't listen. My poetry is not for everyone. My poetry is not for everyone. It's no, you know, navy blue, Yankee fitted. In fact, it's highly acidic, enough to burn through the mind of a critic. Why be a cynic? When we're moving beyond the speed of light, there is no difference between time and distance. Such I'm both here and there in the same instant. For instance, I'm both man and infant, both devil and angel. I'm both the witness and the witness, both monk and misfit. I am the medicine in this sick. And if you would like to know what the truth is, and I wrote the answer, the access to the seven senses, and I told sis, hold this close to your heart and to your soul, sit still when it's summer solstice. She said, I can't keep my soul still, it's hard to hold my focus. She said, I've noticed that I can't seem to focus on any real goals, I can only focus on what's closest. She said, how do you know what your goal is? I said, I don't. I just want to save the souls of the soulless. An eviction notice stapled to the heart of the heedless. Souls left homeless. No place to reside in, so they hide out and slide in the bodies of two-eyed men. So my lyricism is an exercise in exorcism, but the exoteric call it esotericism. I learned jihad from Rumi. The Sunni call me Shia, the Shia call me Sufi. The feds say I have WMDs from what I do with the loose leaf, because what I do with the loose leaf make devils lose sleep. And I don't care who's on whose deen. I follow the one who ascended the seven heavens and lands on 2 feet. And it may be too deep, but it is only by his light that you can see through me. So if by his light we have sight, then what is the meaning of day and what is the meaning of night? And I would like not to say that I'm living at night, but I'm living very late. Asr. Inal insana la fi khusr. Rough translation, I'm a loser. I aim to block his light, yet claim to follow his sunnah. The truth is, I wish I could sing so I could mask the bitter truth with sweet melody. Unfortunately for both you and me, I only know how to speak straight with direct diction that doesn't allow for mistakes. She said, you speak so whole while the beat breaks. It's so ill, it's so real. I said, it's so real, but I'm so fake. She said, but you sound so sure. I said, that's the point, I'm not sure. I'm barely afloat in a sea without shore. But if you've seen what I saw, then you would certainly know that certainty without flaw is often delusion and no certainty at all. And when it is certainly certainty, it's like the drunken monk, a man so on his square looking at any moment he will fall, but he never falls. At that moment she paused, she began to recite Vagabond. I was surprised she nearly memorized my whole poem. She said, if I'm a traveler in this world, then where do I find home? I say, just keep your nose to the grindstone. Tell your mind to never mind the unknown. This is why I rhyme like the Spirit of God is in my poem, because in the beginning there was the Word, and before that there was the unheard, the unseen. There's nothing past but the present. There's nothing past the past but the present. Just as the moon begins with the crescent, it seems that way, but in that there is the lesson. The whole moon's always present. 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 Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? What's that? But I'm still working really hard on the honor part. I'm really just achieving the rank of being, in truth, the honorable man is enough for a man to spend his whole life in. But the forces that would like to truncate that, to stunt that, to prevent that. But this is what fashions manhood. So it's not that a man is to have no obstacles. In fact, the man having obstacles is what produces his manhood, is how his manhood is perfected. For example, okay, so say I like to do push-ups, right? To be strong, right? I do push-ups. So I lay my body in such a way that gravity will have a strong pull on it, and I push up. Every time I come down, gravity is pulling on me, and I push up, and I become stronger. So in that case, gravity is my enemy. However, if I were to defeat gravity in my fighting against it, and there was no gravity anymore, then there would be no benefit to my push-up. So gravity is my enemy, but at the same time, gravity is my ally in becoming strong. This is why the devil is a lie. The devil, in its various manifestations, will seek to convince you that hardship is bad. Allah says in the Quran, فَإِنَّ الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا, with every difficulty comes ease. And the word ease is more than one. So with one difficulty comes multiple more ease. Because this is how one is conditioned. Will you ever know a courageous man except with fear? Will you ever know a generous man except with poverty? How do you achieve generosity without poverty? How can you manifest generosity without poverty? How can you manifest courage except with danger and fear? So all of these trials that we experience, know that this is making us superhuman. Mark my word. In particular, any black man in America that is able to retain their honor is a superhuman with superhuman power. And that is the reparation that no one can give to us. Know that what we suffered in this country, what we suffered in this country by way of this country is unprecedented. Even in biblical times, you can't find a history book, you can't even find a myth or a fable that matched what we did, what we went through. Therefore, with this great trial, then what is the ease, the multiple ease that is to come after that? Can we imagine? No one can imagine what we went through. That's why no one else did it. This white man here was a particular thing, right? Even different than it was in Europe. They achieved a level of slavery and a level of torture. They have like this, that was unrecognizable even to their counterparts in other countries. So for us to survive through this, know that they could never repay you, yet you will be repaid. So if they cannot repay you, yet you will be repaid, how can this happen? Know that the God will repay you, and he will give you something that no man can give you. And he is giving you something right now, whether you can witness it or not, that no man can give you. I, again, as a traveler, let me tell you how much I love being a black man. Man. Never, ever in my heart did I feel any envy for any other man, any other human being. If you could only see what it was in truth. We'll read the story of the children of Israel and them fleeing Egypt and, all of this. And we say, oh, look at these noble people, these special people. No, your affair is more than this. Your affair is more than this. But that's a whole other subject. But that's the answer to that in brief. Pardon my long talking. Pardon my long talking. All right, I think I have time for like one more poem. So I'm going to do one more poem. And I'm going to get, yeah. Okay. I love you too. Thank you kindly for saying that. It's very nice of you to say that out loud. No, I'm serious. I'm saying you might feel that way, but you may not say it. And then you have it in your heart, but it didn't strike my heart. But you say it out loud, and then, mashallah, it creates a nice thing by expressing it. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this poem breaks my own heart every time I recite it. Yeah, but it has to be said. Okay. The dead won't let me sleep. The living won't let me die in peace. My heart filled with a yesterday that never happened. My hands filled with my face, my long breaths bleeding between my fingers. I killed myself once, but my lives are plural. That's why I can speak to the immoral like I'm immortal. The mind is fertile, birth the verse with no epidural. The truth hurts, speaking life into the dead as if it's normal. This is the lion-hearted, the fire starter, the sound and the fury. William Faulkner, The Color Purple, Alice Walker, Canterbury Tales, Geoffrey Chaucer. Every people were sent a prophet. Likewise, every people have been sent the imposter, and every people have been sent an author to tell their story. This is the tale of what turns a man into a monster, and what turns that monster into a martyr. In the shadow of untold trauma, the secret art of how to unfold karma, and the divine unknown drama, true and living. We're just trying to make black history, but it's like they're trying to make blacks history and won't even write a eulogy for you and me. Misery loves company, but the company loves misery. The company will co-op your story and sell your tragedy in HD, your suffering seen more vividly. Obviously, niggas are NSFW. They don't want to pay you, but peddle you. Petty cash to settle you. That's why it's hard to employ me, but even harder to ignore me. The irony isn't lost on me, how they made slaves of the matches of ceremonies. Ha, clever, me, never. They like the bitches spayed, niggas neutered. Nigga babies carefully tutored to be foolish yet ruthless, to eat garbage and drink sewage, until we've been saying African Americans like a nigga Judas. The American dream is a love song gone wrong, a fantasy long gone. But if you knew this and still want to be a slave, then you're stupid and useless. I'm gonna tell you straight, this ain't the shucking and jiving Piccadilly nigga. This is the pick of the litter. Alpha male, you still smell like infamil, imbecile. I'm Oscar Grant, still more than Emmett Till. I'm Emmett Smith, no NFL, running and juking in the killing fields. But them killing fields deadly enough even to make Emmett still. I admit still, shooken up every time I see Emmett's grill. Until my molars spark and I taste battery acid. Now maybe that's too drastic. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe seeing dead babies shouldn't faze me, but it does. It does, it does, it does, it does, it does. Are we not flesh and bone? Are we not minds and souls? Our eyes either blind or closed, as if we don't see, as if we don't know. They'll kill you. Like it's no biggie, no diddy. While we arguing over who the king of New York City, they emasculate the greats. Bye Black Panther, hello Kitty. Slowly assassinate the greats. Goodbye Whitney. You can see the future if you learn history. I'm speaking to you straight and right. They'll have you leaning left like 450. Whether wealth, weed, or women, have you chasing dimes, wasting time. Wealth, weed, or women, have you chasing dimes. That's a triple, double entendre and alliteration at the same damn time. Okay, so the Sufi can rhyme. Can we have another conversation other than your top 5 dead or alive? Instead, can we talk about the top 1% and the bottom 99? Or the wise 5% and the deaf, dumb, and blind 85? Or how the circle 7 and the 120 saved our lives? On a boat with Jesus' name, Lucifer came. And then proof of our name, when poof, David Blaine disappeared between the noose and the chains. Euthanasia introducing the youth to the cane. So we singing and rapping, attempts at reducing the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. They say rap for us and then they clap for us. Are you not entertained? Standing on my brother's body, are you not entertained? Carrying my son's carcass, are you not entertained? that even through all the battery and all the abuse, we are still so beautiful. Our babies like bowls of light bright enough to brighten the darkness of the battlefield. But looking into my daughter's face only reminds me that there's a battle still, and that the battle's real, and that a draw is a win for losers. We must win. They have killed us so many times. We have died so many deaths. We have died for everyone. We have died for everything. We have died for nothing. We are done with death. We are done with death. We will not die another day. We are the true and living, and we must win.
Y'all keep it going. Keep it going for them, man. It ain't hard to ask why. That's my favorite, right? It's my favorite. 12 years. Man, Dead Man Walking, y'all ever get that album? But it's crazy. Whatever album you got right now. Anyway, give a big round of applause for all the entertainers of the night. This is the second year of He Is, the 2015 version. Third time. Give a big round of applause for that. And please give a big round of applause for Blood, Sweat, Tears, and Ink for putting this together. And they want to come out here and thank you themselves. My name is Jay Rich. If you have a Facebook, please find me on Instagram or whatnot. And thank you for letting me host in front of you guys this evening. And please give a big round of applause for the people that put it together. Bo Live and Breathe Blue, everybody.
He got me emotional. Thank y'all. We put about 6 months of work into this, and I hope that it shows. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I'm trying to get, they said I ran long last time, so I don't want to.
He Is was supposed to happen on September 26th. I had a stroke on September 7th. My husband, my squad made She Speaks happen that week. But I wasn't allowed to force myself to get well enough to put this production on 2 weeks later as planned. And almost all the gentlemen on this lineup agreed to rock with me a few months later, just on GP, because this show meant that much to me. It meant that much to Bo. It meant that much to be able to get you guys out here and celebrate in the midst of so much chaos and so much turmoil and so many people telling these black men who they're not and what they can't do and what they're not about. So before I say anything else, y'all, clap it up for all of them. All of them. I know it's late. I know some of y'all are tired, but it was worth the wait, was it not? I have to really, really, really quickly thank my sister. jMonae Events is my sister's event planning company. She was the event planner for this wonderful event, so make sure you grab a flyer out there. DJ S1, who has been rocking with us since our very first Speakeasy, as well as all of the He Is events. This is our third time around. For those of you, was anybody out here at the first He Is? Yell out if you were. Because Keef Brown actually performed in the first, second, and third He Is. That was at Shashamani. There was a 70-person capacity for that first show. Then last December, we brought it back across the street at the Firehouse Arts Event Hangar. If anybody was there, you know, I didn't know it was open. So there was no ceiling, and it was like 30-something degrees outside. So everybody's like, well, what are we going to do next time? And look at us now. We are 2 years 2 years into the evolution of Blood, Sweat, Tears, and Ink, and it's not often I'm speechless. I am so grateful for everybody that's been rocking with us. We have had some of the roughest times over the past year and a half. And the fact that we're still standing here today, the fact that we're able to do this for you guys, I couldn't do it without my husband. We couldn't do it without you guys. So we thank you. We appreciate you. We hope you continue to rock with us. And go let one of these men out here know just what he is. Thank y'all for coming out.
Money always.
Ooh.